clobbering time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
It's clobbering time! It's clobbering time! Clobberonimo!
All right. Let's see here. Greetings, everyone. I guess I can't really start off on a fun note, even though we're going to try. But all this talk I'm seeing in the chat, my good friends, this is not a place to be talking about the V word, or the C word, coof, or any of that stuff, or certain medicines or whatever. I'm going to ask you not to talk about that kind of stuff.
And he just won't let it go. And now he's going after Larry, telling Larry that he thought that Larry was cool. Listen, Larry is cool, and Larry is French here. So Larry realizes that if you give medical advice on YouTube, and if you talk about medical advice on YouTube, or you pretend to be a doctor in any way, or start talking about medical statistics and whether or not people should take medicine, Clobby will not only get his show shuttered, but he could have his channel shuttered. So you're not doing anybody any favors by talking about all that crap in the chat. It doesn't matter what we believe. We're not allowed to talk about that. So all you're doing is endangering this tiny little thing that Clobby has, that he's worked very hard for. So Larry is within his right. You owe him an apology, and you have to stop it. And Larry, I hope you will delete Darth Kissinger's fat ghost as his comments as well. Larry doesn't deserve that.
Thank you, Larry.
Is a highly intelligent human being who understands how the algorithm works, understands the consequences of that, and is protecting his friends. So it's not good. You owe Larry an apology, and you have to stop talking about that in the chat. And I hope Larry deletes everything that you're saying about all of these medicines. It's not for us to talk about this, and you're just going to hurt Clobby. You're putting Clobby in a weird position where he has to argue and fight with you, or reprimand you, or he gets in huge trouble. Don't be a giant jerk off, and don't come in here with 3 or 4 different identities. Stand up and be a man. And don't you ever talk to Larry like that ever again.
That's exactly right. Larry is a dear friend of ours, and a valued friend, as is Chris Persia and our other mods and everyone here whom we know. And Wonky man, you've been here before in the past, and you've been cool. You're the one. I don't know if you're the same identity or not as Henry Kissinger, who of course just passed away yesterday. His fat ghost, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know who whether you are or not. But I would ask first, I've deleted those, and we're asking politely first. I'm asking politely, don't bring that stuff in here if you would. I mean, if you don't want to talk about comics or geek stuff, that's of course up to you, but that's what we talk about here and nothing else. All opinions are welcome when it comes to the geek stuff, but we will not have that in here. And I really appreciate everything Raquel just said, and I also appreciate Larry and Chris and all of you and Max and all of you who've stuck up for what we do here at the channel. And all of you, Dave, all of you, appreciate you all so much.
Yeah.
But you other guys, look, maybe you really believe all that kind of stuff passionately, but maybe you're geeks as well, and you want to talk geek stuff. You're more than welcome to stay and hang out if you don't talk about that stuff. And I'll let bygones be bygones if you don't put that in the chat anymore. But if you don't choose to stay, that's up to you. I don't really want to have any kind of conflicts on tonight at all.
Yeah.
But I won't tolerate that stuff here.
And it's important that you understand that it's nothing personal. And that's why I'm so upset about it, because you cannot assume what Clobby believes, what I believe, what Larry believes. It has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the fact that my friend is retired. This is his channel. He's worked very hard for it, and he's monetized. So let's not mess with him and put him into a bad situation. It's not fair. That's not what this channel is about. So please respect the genre of this channel and what Clobby's trying to do here. And don't endanger his channel, please. You will get me all fired up, and I will be vicious. And don't ever say bad stuff about Larry. Please.
Thank you. Well, thank you, number one. I really appreciate you catching that. And like I say, look, if you're on a channel that's already talking about that stuff, fair enough. If like, for example, I was talking about that stuff, I wouldn't tell you not to put it in the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't do it. So, respond to what's going on in the show you happen to be on watching, or in the chat room of, and that's the way. I mean, that's just simple common respect to whatever channel you happen to be engaging in. Whatever their topic is, again, even if it's those things you guys are talking about put in here tonight, that's fair enough. It's just that I never even ever do anything like that. So, and never will. But and those who do it, hey, more power to them. It's just not here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but they're all making some fun jokes in there too. Yeah, we all joked, we all cut up and stuff, and good time tonight.
So what's the secret, boss? The secret is to?
Oh yeah, let's start. Everyone, anyone? And you forgot your opening as well, even because we got.
I did, but you have to say it first. You have to say it first. What's the secret, boss?
Greetings, clobberers, clobberanimals, clobberooskies, clobberoids, and clobberettes, and those who do not clobber yet. The secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Clobberanimal. We indeed. Good to see you, Maddie's daddy. What's up, buddy? Good to see you there. We'll do the shout outs in a minute. Sorry. So, number one, thank you for being here at the clubhouse. Our great chief engineer should join us shortly. I've been gone all week, but we will bring you a Blake 7 review tonight. No Star Trek comic tonight. We'll start back up with that next week because I was not able to get to it. I'm so sorry about that, but we're mostly back on track because we'll have a Blake 7 and we'll just hang out with you and talk to you tonight. So I'm back in the saddle again.
Oh, good. Love it. Although you did catch a cold at the pool.
I don't know where I caught it, but I'm trying to throw it back. Ezra says, "Are you going to watch the last Who Died?" Yeah, Doctor Who specials. I'm an idiot. I'll watch him. I don't know about Mark. Mark will too. He's just as bad as I am. So we watched the first one. So boy, oh boy, yeah. And thank you. Could not be reached. I appreciate that. But welcome back to all of you for being back. And it was rough. Look, Monday night, I really, when I realized, I don't know how bad it would have sounded, but I could have actually done the show from my phone. I did join Mark on his.
Hello, everyone.
But I joined Mark on his show Sunday night. I don't know how bad it sounded, but that was fun. So I was tempted to do my show live, but Monday, but I didn't. I just went with that pre-recorded one, and then last night, and then I went on to Tom's show for a little while. It was Tuesday night, so I was supposed to take a vacation, and that, as much such as it is, and get away from it all and not do things related to work in the channel, but I couldn't stay away from you guys. So I still went on with last night with Mark on his little chill stream he had going on with his little build stream.
Yep.
So yeah, I still streamed, even though I was supposed to stay away from streaming for a week. I couldn't do it. But I'm back now. And here we are. So
can't keep you away, right?
Yes, and number one, why don't you please open up with any words you may have? for our
Thank you
friends.
so much, Captain. It is good to be here. Thank you so much for hosting this evening. That's right, folks. It's Clobberin Times. And tonight we are going to be talking some Blake 7. Hail to the chat. All of you marvelous friends. So many familiar faces and beautiful personalities. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting CLOBBY'S channel. I want to give a shout out to my patrons. I have a new book coming out, and I am on, what story am I on? I'm on story 9. I'm currently writing story 9. And when I hit 10, I'm going to publish the book. And you know what? Corporations, they're not interested in science fiction right now. As a matter of fact, they say so right on their websites that they're not interested in episodic classic science fiction. And so I have these marvelous human beings who have stepped forward and said, we're not going to give up on science fiction. We are just like you, Raquel, and we're going to push you over the finish line. And I couldn't get things done without these marvelous human beings. So if you haven't bought my first book, you can buy it on Barnes & Noble or on Amazon. You can also buy the stories for 99 cents each in the American dollar. Yeah, my patrons, thank you so much. I have 2 full backers. These are 2 generous, kind men that I appreciate so much. And that is Larry. Larry! A man so nice you should say his name twice, perhaps thrice. Larry, Larry, Larry!
Hey.
And of course, my good friend, Tony Stark. Thank you so much for fully backing my book. You guys are amazing. I am also incredibly grateful for my patrons and my fans. Sean Carter, Shooter, Gwagnar, Dave, Chris Persia, Scuba and Leslie, Pete, Eric K and his trusty dusty dog Kirby. It's kind of my dog too. Enigmatic Drop Air, Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with the C, Anti-Derivative Jill, Maximum Redstone, JT Cook, Dadman and the Dadman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, and of course, Little Lance, chuck him some cheese in the chat, and Rob Altus and Tyler. And I also want to thank Pop Culture Republic for following me. I also want to thank all of the lurkers. At the end of the week, at the end of the day, on these shows, we get about 200 to 300, sometimes more people who are watching these shows. So I just want to shout out to the lurkers and let you know that Clobby and I, and Mark too, we all appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for supporting Clobby and Clobberin Times. If you haven't done it yet, please take the opportunity to join on as a member. You can have a private chat with a private member stream with Clobby, and we have lots of silly custom emojis that you can only find here, and they're great fun. Don't forget to clobber the like button, and don't forget to hit the sub button. And of course, hit the notification bell so you know when Clobby is on. And now I think I talked way enough. So I just want to wave hello to my good friend Mark D with the C, and wave to my captain and blow him some kisses because I felt terrible that he has a cold. Clobby, I love you very much, Captain. Looking forward to this evening. Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Chief Engineer.
Oh, always great to be here, of course. And Raquel, thank you again for those kind words. And everyone sub to Raquel and follow Raquel and buy her book. Makes a great Christmas gift, right?
Yes, indeed.
So do
Mark,
that.
I love you. Thanks, man.
Well, that was you. That's an easy one, right?
Yeah.
You're such a good bud. Thanks, man.
Well, of course they're going to say that. Yeah. And thank you for your card, which I got in the mail. So thank you very much
got
for
your card?
I got my card. Yes. I'm going to show just the cover later, just the front. So not the inside, obviously. Message, but it was a very nice message. But yeah, that was my first Christmas card. So you win the Christmas card contest for the year.
Well, I was worried because when I was sending him down to Louisiana and stuff, Clobby was like, Raquel, it's been 3 weeks. And so I thought, well, I better hustle my buns. I better get those cards out now, because if they're, if there's a huge rush for Christmas and it already takes 3 weeks, I better get my button
it's coming
here.
from another planet, right?
Right?
A planet called Canada.
Because Canadian postal services suck. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's an interruption. Yeah. But, and I might have a special surprise to show tonight, but I might have to wear gloves before I show it. But, we got a special surprise that arrived to talk about post from the postman today. So thank you to the postman. I won't say anything more because usually I give away too many spoilers. But so, yeah, it's something you might kind of like. I'm guessing you might like it.
You might.
Cool.
But yeah, looking forward to hanging out tonight. And we haven't watched that Tales of Tomorrow episode that I found on
I can't find it.
Oh, I'll put the link in, and we can see if it's the Nemo one, and it was on Tubi, and we'll see if that one counts as an episode we missed. Otherwise, I think we're done with Tales of Tomorrow, unfortunately. But the chase. So I'll put the link in here. Again, let me.
Clubby, can I get a Tales of Tomorrow really loudly from you, please, sir?
Tales of Tomorrow.
Thanks, boss.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I botched that one. Tales
I thought that was pretty
darn.
I think it's awesome. It's awesome sauce.
It was good. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I'll put that in the chat. So we got to check, and I'll send it to our group message we have for the clubhouse, and see if it actually is the episode that we're thinking about.
Cool.
Other than that, we're done with Tales of Tomorrow, unfortunately, which is sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
well, there you go.
It was fun while it lasted.
And I'd say I missed clobbering times, but I got to hang out with them just as much.
Yeah, we got to hang out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were building a motorcycle last night. And,
not just any motorcycle, a Ducati.
A Ducati, yeah. So if you guys missed that, or want to watch part of that Lego build, and I showed I was showing my dad's motorcycle collection that he left to me. So if you like motorcycles, I don't know if Eric K is here. I know he's a motorcycle guy. I think Eric K is a Ducati.
Yeah, it was super cool. But also, you should let everyone know that that's a very special kind of Lego that you're using. I wanted to get on the show with you last night, but the dogs are too loud when Andy's not babysitting them, so I couldn't jump on the stream. But
oh, that's okay. We don't mind.
I was actually really surprised that it was way more like a model than Lego. I really liked the more advanced pieces.
Yeah, that's a Lego Technic, which is really, like, I don't know what to say high-end Lego, but
no, I got you. I think that would be appropriate.
Yeah, more technical, and that's the one that actually they have. You can motorize the Legos, and yeah, the Legos are pretty amazing. The detail that they have. I mean, obviously, it's not exactly it's still a Lego.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty nice, and it's mechanical. There's shock absorbers and things move and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
It's neat. I'm excited to see it done.
Yeah, hopefully I'll finish it soon. Yeah, before my son gave me that a while ago. He got that from Italy, and when he was abroad there. So here's the build stream. Oh, and we got something that just came across. If you want to read that, a new member.
Nice.
Oh, let's see, LDG Freenet. We just became a member. Well, thank you for so much for that. I appreciate it. Great to see you.
Oh my goodness!
Gifted 20
memberships.
My
Holy
goodness!
Cow! Thank
LDG,
you so much.
You're too kind. Thank you so much for that. I don't know what to
amazing.
say, but thank you very much. I do appreciate that. If there's anyone here who is not a member, would like to be, you can please avail yourself of that. As if there's a way to do. I don't exactly know how, but someone here will be able to tell you how to do it.
Everyone's grabbing them. It looks like so.
Chris and Eric are here.
Everyone's getting the member.
Here. Eric's here. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyone yet? Please grab one. Everybody else. All right. Shout out. Show notes and shout outs, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, everybody. A few show notes, then we'll do our shout outs. Of course, tomorrow night, the Fourth World Reviews return on J-Man's channel, and I'll be with him, the great J-Man and Sean, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, reviewing, getting close to the end of our review of all of Jack Kirby's classic Fourth World, the King of Comics, with the King of Sagas there. So looking forward to that. Then there's, of course, a little later in that night, Nick Weiser and the gang, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, for his Friday night comic shop talk, which is going to be 8:30 or 9. I'm not sure exactly what time. Andy Masterson will be joining us. We're going to be reviewing the Nova Sphinx Fantastic Four saga by Marv Wolfman and Keith Pollard and John Byrne and Joe Sinnott and many others. How we're going to get all 14 issues into one show, I don't know, but they claim we're going to be doing it, so we'll see. Then, of course, you see I'm skeptical about
Nick?
that. What?
Nick is here. Sorry.
Nick is here?
Yeah.
He says it's going to be huge.
It'll be huge. All right. Oh, 8:30. Okay, buddy.
Huge like Nick. Yep.
Good to see you, brother.
And you're going to talk
thanks
about
for sending
Nightcrawler
over
at
the
all?
Dick's Division chat.
No.
32 flavors of Nick Weiser. We love you, man.
Yes, we're going to get to the shout outs after I finish the show notes really quick, though. Then this Saturday night, Star Trek. It'll be our season 3 wrap party. We'll review 2 episodes, and then we'll talk about all of season 3 as a whole. Well, what a whole it is, too. And I'm sorry.
It's holy?
Best episodes. Yeah, there's a lot. And worst episodes. So, yes, indeed. And then, of course, the next week onward to season 4. And for Voyager's fans, enjoy season 4 a lot more, from what I understand. And then there's Sunday night, back to the geekery. The great Mark D with the C's channel, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like geeking out late on a Sunday night, just to end the week right, to start the week right, however you want to call it. Well, there you go. You got the geekery, and sometimes even has some eatery going on. So either way, it's always
Nick
a good
likes
time
that.
on Sunday nights. He does. And then I'll finally be back to the grind. I had to miss the Legion review show with J-Man and Sean because I was out of town. I did join him for a while, but I didn't get a chance to review the comics with him, and I was not happy. But they let me pop in there and hang out with them for a little while on the road, although I was, and it was fun because they're great fellows, and I really love my time reviewing Legion of Superheroes with these spiffing blokes. And so that will be 7 Eastern Standard Time on J-Man's channel Monday. Then back here, I'll have a Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk. It'll just be me just geeking out about comics. It'll be an open talk. So we haven't done that in a while. We have, because last month we covered Doctor Who. This month it'll be that, and then of course the usual, the Wildcard Wednesday night, and back to the clubhouse the following week. And then we'll just basically, I'll be at Midnight's Edge after darks, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Loki and the gang on the round table Wednesday nights, all over the place. I'm back, folks. I'm back from the so-called vacation.
Back in the saddle again.
Probably another 20 years before I get anything resembling a vacation again. So that's that. Now let me.
You got a gift, Clobby.
Do some shout outs. I see it.
Sean Carter from Mars.
Shout outs. Again, thank you, LDG Freenet, for becoming a member and gifting 20 memberships.
Very kind.
That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. And our good old buddy Sean Carter from Mars is here with a super chat. Thank you so much, Sean. He says, hello all. So sorry I've been away. Mom was in town, so I stepped away from YouTube a little bit. But I'm still here and back working and lurking. Well, it's great to have you, my friend.
And that's a
Sci-fi
very
model
valid
guy.
reason. Very valid reason not to be on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
With Mom. Yep.
And I want to do a shout out again, as always, to the lurkers out there. Anyone who does lurk, it is appreciated more than we can say. But we don't, in fact, I don't say it enough because I do forget sometimes, and I'm so sorry. But if you are lurking, or you happen to be watching on a download or a rewatch or whatever you want to call it, it is much appreciated from us. We do thank you. And please, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe out there and hit that notification bell. I always feel weird saying that, but everybody else does, so why should I? Anyway, shouting out our great wrenches, of course. There it is. Whether they're here or not, they get the shout out. It is the great Eric K., the bronze wrencher of bronze. Vindicated wrencher, the great white north, Mr. Chris Persia. Thank you so much for all you do, buddy.
And beautiful show posters and just advertising for Clobby's show tonight. As always, Chris Persia, you know how much I love you and I appreciate you. You are such a wonderful and generous and loyal friend. Thank you for everything. It looked fantastic and I appreciate it so much. We all do.
Thank you so much. The great D-Bad Martin, the wrench of iron, D-Bad. It's a great one. Lord Thoth, God of the Wrenches. Shout out to his better half, Lady Thoth. Avon lives, long live the Legion, my friend.
Yes.
The aforementioned great J-Man, the wrench without fear. My partner in crime on Earth, B, Legionnaire Reviewer Extraordinaire. Great friend of the channel. Please
And
go
author.
check out J-Man. And
Don't
author.
forget to buy his stuff.
Go see J-Man's channel, please. He now has memberships himself.
Yeah.
What?
He's monetized. Finally got monetized, and I'm joining.
Finally.
Yay! Oh
Please
my
go see
goodness.
J-Man. Yeah.
He is such a sweetheart of a man. Oh my goodness. And those two are like two of the coolest nerds on the internet. Sean and Jay. Jason, congratulations. That's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
cool.
nerds be cool? Can nerds be cool?
Yes.
No.
Awesome.
Be cool.
Geeks. They're just geeks. Well, they're nerds too, in a sense, because they're pretty smart guys. So, anyway, Maddie's daddy, View to Lynch, Mjolnir, Thor in Vegas, Stephen Cal-El, buddy. All right, Super Wrench. Lee Rascally Wrench himself, the Fanty Outsider E. Master the Claboni, and artist extraordinaire, Hungry Boy. And our very own music master, Max Redstone.
Maximum Redstone.
The maximum one, indeed. And now, let me shout all of you who are with us. Takes a second to run this all the way back. Okay. FKHC 2005. Hike, my good buddy Fairfax said at the beginning he was going to be listening for a while. If you're out there, FK, buddy, always good to see you. Thank you. Dave C.
Dave!
Keely Chow, roll that tide. And them about them Cowboys. We'll see about that.
Well, we just got an interception.
Oh, man. See, I can't watch it because I don't have it that set up in here. So, damn it.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, not that channel. It's set up in the other room, but I can't watch it. Anyway,
no.
I have to miss tonight's game.
Oh,
Brian
no.
Brian Hepburn, buddy.
Brian.
Could not be raised for further comment.
Good evening.
Let's see here. Larry. Again, Larry, thank you again for your help earlier, buddy, with those unfortunate things that were going on earlier in the chat. Thank you so much, man.
I also want to thank Larry for getting out on his social media today and promoting your channel and this show.
Really?
That was like super sweet and incredibly thoughtful of you. Thank you. You're making all these wonderful posts talking about how wonderful this place is and how great Clobby is and stuff. And you're a terrific friend, and I appreciate you so much, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. I did not know that. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Dave J Sound, what's up, buddy? Hope
Not
you're doing
just
well.
another body of water.
Ezra Goldstein, shalom, my friend.
Shalom.
Penny's here. All right, Penny. Or
Penny. Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah, Penny. What's up? I hope you're doing well. Sci-Fi Mombri. Hello.
Evening.
Hang on. Let's find out who else is here. Scrolling. Ted Milich. Ted, what's up, Ted? Long time no see. Good to see you. Hang on. Sorry about that. The sniffling, my friends.
Corey needs to get you something.
Probably can't breed.
I can't breed. That's a good thing. The world would say that was a good thing, but I already did, actually.
He can't breathe or read. He can't breed.
And I can't read either. And they call him Scuba Peach. Yay! He's the king of the Ramba Beach. When he plays the maracas, he goes chick boom bop bop bop. All right.
Don't forget to follow Scuba Pete.
And Leslie, good to see you, buddy.
Good evening.
Michael Beacom. Hail, Kimasabe, and shout out to Cassandra.
Sending a smooch for her cheek. Good evening, marvelous people.
Don Ranger Power. What's up, Don, buddy? Yeah, man. The most conflicted man in sports fandom right now because his Cowboys are playing his Seahawks. I can't stand either. For? He's rooting for one through a tie, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but I can't stand the Seahawks. But I don't like the Cowgirls either.
Leslie's watching the Cowboys right now, and it's her team.
Who said that? Oh, Scuba?
Scoob, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Your Muslim uncle. Hey, buddy.
Good evening.
It's good to see you. Adrian James, welcome. Greetings, my friend.
Good evening, Adrian.
Let's see. Scroll. Scroll and scroll. Scroll.
There's
All right.
in there.
Jeff Morris. Hello. Fiona. Princess Fiona. Oh, it's random. She says you have to enable accepting gifts, though, and that is not enabled by default. Says Christona. Okay. Gotcha. And again, the aforementioned great 32 Flavors Head Nick Weiser. What's up, buddy? Always good to see you there, brother. Again, the great Sean Carter. Thank you. Hang on, folks. We're getting there. JT Kirk, your Lions will destroy my garbage Saints this week. Trust
He
me.
is Kirk.
Claude Salling.
Evening, Claude.
Hey, Claude. There we go. I think we got it all there. So yeah.
Oh, and I also forgot to mention that Jill used her YouTube channel today to promote your channel. So I just wanted to shout out to Jilly, Anti-Derivative Jill, who is our friend. Jilly, thank you for that. I noticed. I don't get the notifications, but because you and I are friends, I noticed, and I just wanted you to know that I thought that was incredibly thoughtful of you to promote Clubby's channel on your channel. That was really sweet. Thank you, darling.
Well, one good turn deserves another. If anyone can get Jill's link in the chat for me, please. If you have not already, my dear friends, whether you're with us here now or you're watching this later on a reload or download or whatever, of course, there'll be a link in my description below to hers and the channels of many other dear friends. Please go subscribe to Anti-Derivatives, Jill's wonderful channel. She's a great friend here. And
I think she's got memberships now too, right?
Oh, no way. Congratulations.
I'm pretty sure. Let me go check. Yeah, pretty sure Jill is got memberships too. So we should.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. Oh, look at Scuba Pete. Love you, Scuba Pete. Thank you, honey.
I hope I didn't speak out of turn, but
thanks, Scuba. I don't know that she has a menu.
Does she have membership? Oh yeah, join. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna join right now.
I will join when I can.
Nice. Hey, while you're down there, don't forget to buy Mark's Killer Cornucopia. Wink, wink.
Whaty?
The Killer Cornucopia. Don't forget to buy it. Wink, wink.
Let me put that in the chat too. Yep, perfect for Christmas.
You.
Yes,
that's an excellent Christmas gift for the nerd in your life, or perhaps plural. Perhaps it's nerds.
Thank you, Michael Bacon, for the super chat. You're too kind, my friend. He says, Clobby, did you get Spy Who Loved Me event pics I emailed? I don't know. You know I'm terrible at emails. Unless one tells me they emailed me, I never check them. Nick Weiser and crew loved talking about Carolyn Monroe. Well, who doesn't? I love her. Only my buddy Bruce has ever had her over as a house guest. Man, oh my goodness.
No way.
Cass enjoyed talking with Jaws, as in Richard Keel, or like Bruce the Shark.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? See what he did there. I don't think I did. When did you send those, Michael? I can go check. If it's recently, then no, I didn't get them.
Well, have you checked your email recently? That's the question. Like I've got a good friend who.
The answer is no, unless you hit notify Clobby. If you notify him with your email, he will know immediately. But the best way to get him is really on Twitter.
Twats, yeah. But if someone says it was last week, Michael, I'll have to dig that back out. Sorry, I did not know, but I do appreciate that. No, I mean I'm terrible about checking it because I got a million of them, and so the only time I ever really go check it is if someone says, "Hey, or if I say, "Hey, send me an email," I'll go look. Or if you say, "Hey, I sent you an email the other day," or whatever. Oh, okay, then I can go check. But a lot of times I don't check that one. I just check my Twats.
Have you seen Clubby's email? There's a reason why he doesn't check it. It's like 9 million emails. 9 million emails!
And I never get rid of it. I never dump any of them either.
My buddy Harold, it's the same way. I'm like, Harold, go erase your old his email box is full. And we had like a chain going today, and it's like, cannot answer, and it compounds. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to lose my old emails. I'm like, well, you're not getting any new ones until you delete the old ones.
I get new ones, and I never ever delete mine for 15 years or whatever. I've been doing this or more.
Well, he's got an email service with not much storage, so
I've got Yahoo, and I got like 248K emails, something like that, something insane like that.
It's crazy,
and it never stopped. They don't ever stop. And Ravenscroft, wait there. Hey,
Ravenscroft. Good evening.
I said if they want to delete them, they can. I don't give a crap. I'm not going to sit around deleting their dumb emails. I didn't ask for all that spamming crap. They said.
That's the thing I don't like about it is the labor involved with cleaning it all out. I'm good.
Yeah, I said, look, if you guys going to leave them up there, that's you. I don't care. I'll just I'll use it, and if and then I got. Yeah, my other email thing that I don't use as much, same deal. I never bother with it. I check it when someone tells me they sent me one. All right. Well, 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 well. Well, so what should we do? I guess we can review an episode of Blake 7 after I sneeze.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about clam pizza.
Oh, Grody the max, Mark. Damn it, Mark. Damn it, Mark.
Mark, yeah.
We could talk
Where's
about
that damn it, Mark clip? That's still in there, right? Yep.
We could talk about blueberry cheesecake fudge. So I have a piece of that. Oh man!
Oh, this Sunday I am doing a dry run of Dream Girl.
Oh my! I want to see it. I wants to see it.
You will. I have to make sure everything fits. It's all come together now, so I have to make sure everything fits. And I am so excited to wear my Legion ring, thanks to Gwagnar.
Yay, Gwag!
Gwagnar.
Gwag.
I love Gwag.
Gwag rocks. Well. So what's the deal? Do we want to review a Blake 7 episode? Yeah,
we do.
I didn't get a chance to go watch it again, so I may be a little fuzzy.
Okay.
I
You
don't think
need
so.
it.
I don't think I will.
We're on Seek, Locate, and Destroy, Season 1, Episode 6. This first aired on February 6, 1978. Boss.
Sorry.
Dun,
Where we at?
dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Let me get the slideshow going here.
Yeah, yes, I was going to wait for that. Now, while we're waiting on that, I will say that Seek, Locate, and Destroy. Maybe we'll do the review, then I'll tell where I have it ranked. So I can give my
that first.
So I can give my rating at that time.
Right.
Because I'm so sick about Blake 7. I have every episode ranked. And oh dear, rah, 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 rah. So, all right. Well, he's doing that. There we go. There we go. All right, episode Blake 7, Season 1, Episode 6. Seek, Locate, and Destroy. Oh, Seek, Locate, Destroy. Actually, no "and" in there. My apologies. My apologies.
Their dash is in the official title.
Seek, dash, locate, dash, destroy. How about that? Okay. Well, of course, the episode opens up on, but I do believe they're on their way to Cantero. If I remember correctly, they go down they're going down to this planet where they're looking for a machine called the Cipher Machine, basically, which would allow them to decode Federation messages and be able to read anything the Federation is doing. Their mission is, since it's a very big place with lots of things, they want to go down there and make it look like they were just destroying things. They didn't want the Federation to catch on to what they were after, so they needed it to look like complete and total destruction. But they had to get in there, meaning Blake, Gan, Callie, Avon, and Villa, the whole bunch, to make it look like there was just complete destruction. So, but in the meantime, they needed to buy time for Avon to extricate the machine. He's the only one that really knew what it looked like because he's Avon. But it turns out they were having some difficulty, so they had to Gan basically use his Incredible Hulk strength, hey, the Woke Breaker, good to see you, to tear the Cipher Machine from it. Pulls it out, which was a pretty fun scene. In the meantime, hey, Lemon Pie.
Hey, Lemon Pie. And the Woke Breaker, the Heartbreaker.
In the meantime, Callie is guarding prisoners in the other room, which I always thought, she probably needs some help doing that. But she's very capable. But there were a whole bunch of them, and anyway, one of them kind of gets the drop on her as a fight. But the explosion goes off. Many people are covered up and buried. They barely get the Cipher Machine out after Gan tears it out. There's calamity. There's confusion. All the things that are going on. They just, in the confusion, they beam up in a hurry. They teleport up in a hurry. And, but unfortunately, Callie, who has lost her bracelet in the fracas, is not teleported up. And once the ship gets out of range, they realize, Callie's not here. In the meantime.
Yeah, no one noticed for a while, but we'll talk about
that. Yeah, no one notices for a while, which is weird. But poor Callie. Nevertheless,
poor Kevin.
We move
Kevin.
I don't know what Kevin is.
Got left at home alone. No one noticed.
Okay. I'll write that down. Kevin, what
Macaulay
the hell?
Culkin.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Right.
So we move on to Space Command headquarters, where we first meet. Oh boy, the sexiest female, evil female dictator in all of science fiction.
Agreed.
Supreme Commander Servalan, played by the exquisite
Yes.
Jacqueline Pierce.
Yes. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God, man! And from get-go, she's just impressive, scary, beautiful, and you know she's so extraordinary that by talking to her for 5 seconds that no matter what she says to you, she's going to stick a knife right in your back, and you just don't care.
With raw sex appeal.
Oh,
much better
So
looking
you'll
than
actually
Darth Vader.
smile while she's stabbing you. You will smile.
I have to say, I usually cannot stand short hair on a woman, and this that's just a prejudice of mine. I admit it, ladies. Sorry, but there are many beautiful women who still have short hair. Right? Hers is not as short in this scene. Later, she really cuts it short, and it never ever deterred me one bit from her just being so captivated by her.
10 out of 10.
She's extraordinary. Yeah, she's wonderful. But I mean, I've seen pictures of her in the earlier days when she had the lovely long hair as well. And
What
that's
does
a
she
big
look like with long hair?
I'll show them in a second.
Some pictures. But no,
look,
she was in some old films, Hammer films and stuff. But again, that's a big deal with me. I used to make. I mean, when I short hair, I'm not saying it would make a woman horrible. No, it's just that, man, I like the long hair. I'm a guy about that sort of thing. But I don't like what I would jokingly. I'm not going to say what I used to call the short hair. But anyway, never fazed me with Servalan. And but this is a twofer episode. We not only get Servalan. This is, of course, the first appearance of the great Stephen Greif as Travis #1. Spoiler.
The only
alert.
Travis.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far because I think Brian Croucher toward the end of his run got a handle on the character, and I think he did a fine job. But yeah, he was serviceable.
It took him a while to get there, unfortunately. Well,
he was serviceable. We used to call him
Travis.
Elvis.
Oh, gee, Travis.
What'd you call him,
Travis?
We called him Elvis, the second one. We used to call him like Trelvis.
Trelvis, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna kill Mama won't kill me, Blake. I can't stand him. I'm gonna kill Blake. So anyway. But Stephen Greif, brilliant as Travis. I mean, again, as I said, what a twofer. You get the introduction of two of the greatest baddies. First of all, Servalan's I argue, one of the greatest baddies in all of science fiction television. All of them. Right up there. Travis is a great one. But nowhere near the level of Servalan in terms of a wonderful character, in my opinion. And I still like him a lot, don't get me wrong. So what a nice introduction to these characters. We find out later that the cipher machine's working. Avon's able to get it employed and integrated into the Liberator's system, so it will be very useful for them. But Travis is on the case, and we find out that Callie is alive. Bum, bum, bum. Which, of course, leads Travis to hatch a plot to hold her, because we find out his history with Blake. And one of the things great about this Travis is he doesn't look like he has a stupid eye patch the way the second one did. He looks like half his head's been blown up.
His face, and it looks sickly because
it
has a tar appearance to it, so it looks almost like blacktop. Like it looks.
It looks like half his head's been blown off.
Yeah, it looks really grody.
And that's why that's so cool about it. And then Servalan complains about his looks. He said, "I love the scene when she says, you find it just was unattractive because I find it unpleasing."
Unpleasing,
yes. So he says, "I'm a field officer, not one of your decorative upper staffmen." She said, "It certainly isn't decorative." He says, "Yeah, but you wouldn't mistake me for someone else." Hardly. Yeah. So, yeah.
I thought you didn't have a chance to watch the episode again.
I didn't get a chance.
Listen, he doesn't need it. I'm telling you, Mark. Yeah, and here not only do we establish that Servalan only respects Travis and pretty much no one else. Like, she tells her secrets to Travis, and she speaks to him frankly. But it's more than that. Servalan actually listens to Travis and takes his advice. And we also established that every other man is her F buddy.
Yeah,
her
she's
F boy.
established early on with this character called Ray, who's again the epitome of what Travis later talks about. One of her quote decorative upper staffmen, where she has this friendly relationship with this inferior officer, which of course she abuses her power, right? But she doesn't care because she's Servalan. And this guy, though, it goes to say one of the things about Federation personnel that I've always found fascinating. They're not all like Travis. And they're not even all like Servalan. Cali Comics, welcome.
Hey, Cali Comics.
Yeah.
Basically, this guy, I mean, yes, he's just one of the sycophant, but he and other staffmen are appalled by the actions of Travis. He's a butcher. The death toll was horrifying, but she says basically, she tells him Travis is an advocate of total war. An enemy doesn't stop an enemy simply because they've surrendered. And he goes, that's the philosophy of assassin, not a soldier. But she'll have none of it. She's just as rotten as Travis is. Let's be clear, if not worse.
She loves that.
That exchange is fascinating between both her and Ray, and then later between her and Travis. She's like, and he says there's some who will not serve with Travis. She says, you can tell them, whoever they are, that Space Commander Travis's rank has been fully reinstated, and basically you better do what he says. And if you don't like it, you're in trouble. So this guy's not happy with Servalan, but she might be his F buddy, but that's all. He has no sway with her whatsoever. Whereas again, and he still kisses ass, whereas Travis just doesn't even listen to her. Travis is like, he's arrogant and he doesn't even care what she has to say, which is also
well. And when he demands the latest technology, the latest ships, she pauses and realizes that what he's saying, he's not joking around. He does need them to achieve what he wants to achieve. And so, she says, well, you'll have them.
Mark 10
right
says,
away.
It's Mark 10s. He says, we'll get them reassigned. He's not respected. Get them reassigned. I need them.
Yep. But she wouldn't take that from anybody else.
Ravenscroft says, I assume you're with me in thinking there should never be a remake of Blake's. Of course not. No.
And made another one.
You're right.
Sorry, boss. I ticked another one. Sorry.
That's all right. His monologue about cyberized humans and his excellent character building. Yes. Good one, Fiona.
It's weird that Fiona should say that, because that's pretty much exactly what I said to Clobby the first time I watched Blake 7. Like, you can ask him. I was like thrilled about the mutoids. I thought
mutoids.
Yeah, the entire dialogue surrounding how Travis would rather deal with cyborgs than deal with human beings. And it's crazy that you should say that, because I had that same conversation with Clobby.
Absolutely. Larry, I don't remember Jacqueline Pierce being in a Troughton episode of Doctor Who, but she was in a Colin Baker episode, and of course a Jerry Lewis movie. But if she was in a Troughton episode, I don't remember it, I got to admit, from Doctor Who. But
Pierce could have easily played Ursa in Superman movies. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know what that would have done? Men would have melted.
But Sarah Douglas was very great, though. I love her. I met her a couple times. Sarah Douglas, Ursa from Superman. She's a kick. She's really sweet. But yes, Jacqueline Pierce. And again, Jacqueline Pierce, though, the thing is, I'm unfortunately never met her. But if you read all the accounts fans have, she loves fans. She loves the show. I guess this is another thing about it. She is an absolute sweetheart. She's not Servalan. And that's what's fun about it. If you watch interviews with her or you hear people talk, but rest her soul, just as sweet as you can be. And she played like the most evil character.
But she's a 10 out of 10 woman. She is a quality woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just
I'm not surprised. We often hear that some of the best performances of evil or the best performances that are villainous are by people who are the really kindest people you'll ever meet.
Actors. Penny.
Oh, Penny.
Good night, Penny.
Oh, Penny, thank you for making Clobbering Times a part of your evening routine.
Yes.
And as the cool kids say, sleep sweet, beautiful lady.
Yes, 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 absolutely, ishness. She did a nude scene in her 50s, I think, in White Mischief, says Ravenscuff. I don't remember. I haven't seen that one, but now I will. Anyway, so we have the beginning of oh my goodness, my wonderful Servalan, the Great Travis, and
Look at those chesticles.
and Counselor Rontae.
She isn't even wearing a bra, just getting her done.
How do you know? How can you tell?
Because the way her chesticles are sitting.
Chesticles.
I'm not as much of an expert, I guess.
Well, you should be.
Maybe I better study. I better study more now.
You need
Right,
to
let's
look
see,
at
how
more
can I do
boobs.
that tonight?
I love
Mark,
that.
what is your problem? No, I'm kidding. Damn it,
I love
Mark.
these characters. They have counselors. I think Burkall and Rontae, I believe, and they actually come back in an episode, the episode Trial.
Yeah,
and it's actually good actors who have seen on many things. Doctor Who, of course, and of course Blake Seven is recurring characters. So that's a good scene with these two. Basically, a couple of political, worms, basically trying to. They want reassurances from this for the president, from the supreme commander that, hey, Blake is starting to get some attention. Is starting to become a legend. You better get on that.
And both of those actors play skeezy so well.
Yes.
Like full on skeezy. And Scuba Pete would like everyone to know that space is cold. And that's why Servalan's high beams are on.
Space. Oh, that's just...
Space. The final high beams. These are the voyages of Servalan's chesticles.
Wow,
Their
wow, wow.
mission to explore... Forget it.
Sick people. Here we are trying to be professional, and you're talking about...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, look at Raquel, the toxic female here. For all the chesticle talk. We're trying to talk about
we weren't even looking
the
at
ray
that.
guns and the spaceships and all the sets and the political machinations, and you noticed she wasn't wearing a bra. I would have never noticed that in a million years.
Is it cold in here?
You ever see that CNN clip that went viral about the stuffy, snobby CNN report interviewer interviewing some dude, and he just says, "I believe in two things," and he said one, and the other was boobs. And she said, "Did you just say boobs?" He said, "Boobs." He kept saying boobs. She was like, "So," I'm like, "You'd have thought he'd slapped her grandmother or something." I mean, she was so offended. He kept saying boobs. Boobs never let me down. And she's like, "So it's hilarious." Like she
is that Clay? What's his Trey and Clay?
Was it Clay Travis? Yeah, that was fake.
Did you know that there was a study, and it was a very large study, that a man's life is extended the more he visually imbibes chesticles. It will actually extend your life. So make sure you are always looking at chesticles so you are long-lived. I would also like to say to Scuba Pete, who has just yelled that he loves me in the chat, Scuba Pete, I also love you and your hysterical wife. You guys are like family to me. I love you very much.
I've got to leave right now and try to extend my lifespan. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Take your shadow and be goneth.
Oh dear. So anyway, Blake was snoozing on the bridge. Cut it out, Blake. Blake basically, when they intercept the message on the cipher machine, and you can correct me, Mark, if I'm forgetting anything. He learns of Travis, whom he thought was dead, and of course, Blake's memory is starting to come back more and more over the course of the series. And they all ask him, "What's the deal with Travis?" And so he tells the origin story of how he was initially caught, how he had an assembly going on, and he had a meeting. It turns out that this place where he had this meeting, that he had done security. Hey, Lost Souls trilogy. Hello there.
Hey, Lost Souls.
Yeah.
Basically, Travis had gotten there 2 days earlier and waited for 2 days at the base to surprise Blake and his crew. They tried to surrender, but they kept shooting and killing everybody, and Blake got shot in the leg. As he was going down, he wrestled with a guard, got his gun and shot and fired it. And Travis said, "I was sure I killed him," and he thought he killed Travis. But speaking of NFL, also about to watch the new NFL Slime Time on Paramount. Says Don, you watch those Slime Time shows, Don? How could you? Just kidding. Don. So, basically, it's a blast from the past from both of them. And then there's this dude. There's Ray right there. When you bring Travis back, we don't like him. He's mean.
He's too mean. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a big meanie face. And we
Can
won't
I
work
have
with
a cuddle? I want to cuddle.
And she's like, "Come over here, baby. I know you're stupid. Just sit down, and I'll harass you."
She smacks his bum.
Because
Tells him to sit down.
Around here, we think harass is 2 words. So yeah, she's I thought we were old friends, Ray. I love it how again they're blatantly showing her like harassing him the way it's always.
Yeah.
Yes.
In TV, it's always the dude.
This is why I love the show. That's what I'm telling you.
He's
Those aren't boobs.
incorrigible.
Those are chesticles. This woman is in charge.
She's his commanding officer. This is so inappropriate, and he's being a big Nancy boy, a big pudding, being a big girl's blouse. You big sissy. I have that shirt that says, "Hey, my boobs are down here," says Princess Fiona.
Oh my!
Yeah. Wait a minute. Where does it say that on the shirt? Like at the neck?
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what?
That would be better on a hat.
Yeah.
Like if you got the front of a hat. SP4H. So anyway, they have the conversation that I alluded to earlier about how basically his little friends don't want to work with Travis because they're a bunch of little space wussies. Yeah, it's high up. I like that shirt. Jesus Christ. Lost Souls, you should be ashamed of yourself. And there's Travis's butt for you ladies. In his leather outfit. Yeah. And he
looks pretty good in the leather, right?
I like his gun. I mean,
Get
his hand gun. Get it?
No dad jokes for you, Clobby.
Again, that's just so much better than just the normal eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
Like half his head's been blasted off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyway, he's the
a massive section for his forehead, and then it even goes into his hairline, and so then they comb the hair over top of it. So you think, wow, okay, so a whole bunch of his brains were splattered somewhere sometime, and yeah, it's grody to the max, man.
Destroy Blake. Depend on it. Yeah, he's a man of few words, but Travis again wants revenge against Blake, and we find out, hey, Michael Beacom, thank you so much, buddy.
Goodness, he sent you a gift.
Clubby, I resent an edited version of the email. Oh, you resent it. I thought you said you resent it. Thank you so much, Michael. Let's see. I will. I'm so sorry about that. By the way, let me go for it. There you is, right there. Ah, there he is. That's how when I met Richard Keel and pissed him off by accident. He was riding that little scooter thingy at Dragon Con. Wow, there he is. Is that Cassandra with him? That's cool. And there's Carolyn.
I love the
Carolyn.
Beacums. The Beacums are
Michael.
such a cool geek power couple. I love them.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, buddy. So sorry about the email thing. One of these, I keep promising I'll be better about emails, but I always keep. It's not a lie. It's just I'm stupid. And never, boom, it goes away. So they go. The more investigations on the Cantero base, where they just had. They did a pretty good, thorough job of blowing things up so they wouldn't really know what they were looking for. But eventually, this smart chap right here, first of all, they think they should just mop things up. But Travis is a smart fellow. So he says, hey, you need to, I want to know what they were looking for. Find it. Go over this place. He told them stop. He brought his own team in. Anyway, this clever chap finally finds out the piece together what Blake was looking for, and of course they found it's the cipher machine, and so he ends up meeting with Serverland to find out to tell her basically what it was. She goes, so we better change this thing immediately. He knows everything we're saying, but then of course is this when they find this thing you're showing here is when they first find Callie. So he says, "Oh, we're in luck. She's alive." He says, "No, we are. Her luck ran out when she didn't die." He says.
Yep.
But anyway,
he plans on torturing her.
Yes, of course. Anyway, what we find out later, I know I'm jumping the gun from these clips. I should probably like. In fact, I should. If I'd learned more, if I wasn't jumping the gun, I could be going along with these clips. But too bad, I'm way ahead of them now. Anyway,
That's okay.
They find out the cipher machine has been taken. And they find out that Travis has a nice collection of pictures of Blake, who's a big fan. He's stalking him.
Blake looks like he's having a very pleasurable time.
I knew you were going to. Somebody had to say it, I guess.
Well, like, you can't help it. Like, when you're watching it, like, I'm sorry. Like, you just look at it and you're like, oh, okay. Was he standing in for Ron Jeremy one evening?
I don't know. Princess Fiona says, I just want to point out what an excellent job this episode does of establishing what a formidable and intelligent opponent Travis will be, as well as being a sadistic jerkweed. Absolutely. You didn't say jerkweed. Absolutely. No question about it, Fiona. And Max Russell said, Travis read Callie Volgon poetry. Volgon poetry? Which is the third worst in the entire universe, for those who don't know. So, there's the hand. He's explaining everything that happened to Silverland. Just as Blake has explained everything that happened to his crew. And there's the gun, the focusing generator of his gun that looks like a little thingy on his hand there. So, it's very cool. She's telling him how ugly he is, and he doesn't give a shit. Of course. He says, I didn't care about your decorative of the staff, man. They're a bunch of pansies, baby. You want a real man with half a face, baby.
I like Fiona's comment in the chat. All of this is done in a single episode rather than having to take half a season to get the characterization going. They were much more efficient back then. Yeah, it's not just back then. I think that there are a lot of authors that are like that right now, but only now is the mainstream media beginning to talk about the fact that corporations are not publishing regular authors anymore. It's just these people who work for corporations retooling stuff that corporations have already used, and it's happening in the book world as well. So they're actually starting to talk about it now, and I think people are done. I think people want to have a relationship with an author again and read something written by a person, not a team of nincompoops. Anyway,
yeah, we're always working on what's popular, what's not popular. Trial by committee. Could you imagine all the advancements that would have happened if people listened to other people? I mean, when my dad had his invention, everyone's telling him it'll never work. No one will buy that. And he said, you're a bunch of idiots. I'm going to do it anyway. And it turned out to be a big success. So, yeah, that's what's happening today. Not to get too derailed, but yeah.
Yep.
Yepperness. So let's see. We'll cut to the chase of the episode, of course. Avon is not too thrilled. No one is really about how Blake's determination. Now that they find out via Jenna's listening to the cyber machine. She hears that Callie is alive because Travis says to Silverland, no, we can't change it yet. What if we told him something he wanted to hear? Because he knows Blake so well. He studied him. I've studied that man more than I know him better than I know myself. So he knew that Blake would have to go back for Callie. He just knows what he has one fatal flaw: loyalty. He tells Callie later, of course. So he and Silverland devise this plot where he's going to trap Blake. But Blake, again, much to the chagrin of the other crew, think it's crazy. He decides he's not going to leave her there, so he does a fast run to the planet and then leaves. Has the Liberator pull back out, thinking that it's just kind of a navigational check or something, is what the people on the planet tell Travis that it was, presumably. But of course, we all know differently. Even though Travis is waiting to trap Blake with Callie, of course, turns out Travis got there before him. Blake got there before him. Same trick that Travis used on him all those years ago that led to Blake's capture and Travis's injuries. But like I said, Blake got there first. He, of course, leaves Blake. He leaves Travis there, straps him to the chair that he has Callie on. But of course, as he turns his back, he doesn't realize that Travis has a gun. His hand is a gun. He's about to blast it, but Callie warns him, and he chops his hand off. He chops his fake hand off, of course, and takes his little teensy-weensy little gun. And yeah, they leave Travis there. And of course, it ends with Travis just like, "Run, Blake, run. There's nowhere you can run from me. I am your death." And so that is the episode Seek, Locate, Destroy. With dashes.
Yeah.
Dashes, yeah.
With dashes.
Yes. So, number one, what did you think of the episode Seek, Locate, and Destroy?
Well, I have some notes, and I think I'll just go through them quite quickly.
No, it doesn't have to be quick. Go for it. We're here to review. Please. Take your time.
I dig the motion detector robot enforcer. I think that is good. I don't think that that's really science fiction. I think that's more science future. That's futurism. And if you want to know why, read my book or books. They're coming. The other one's coming. Robin Hood wardrobe on full display here, and I love it. And I love the physio-psycho registration pattern. I think this is a very nice concept. Once again, this is not really science fiction so much as it's science future. This is futurism, once again, right? So not so fictional. I mean, great science fiction is always based on fact. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just pressing the point here that this is nearer to us than it was in 1978. I love the dialogue with Jenna where she says, "Avon is right," and Avon says, "I usually am."
Usually am.
Callie is blown up and left behind. And I really like this because this is only the second time I've watched Blake 7. The first time I watched Blake 7 was like a year or two ago when Clobby told me to watch it. But the first thing that I thought of is, it's always clever when authors do this. When an author puts you in a position where you have to ask yourself, would you go back for Callie? And I'm sorry, but this show always does this, and I really love it because it's so engaging, and it allows it not only is it immersive, but it allows the person watching it to constantly question their own morality, their own ethics. And so this show does this often. And so here we have a mini emotional and intellectual pause where we say to ourselves, would we go back for Callie? And the great thing is that whomever directed this and put this together, they realized the importance of this moment when the viewer has to connect with the fact that they may or may not be going back for Callie. And in which case, you have to ask yourself, okay, would I do that? And maybe you're shouting at the screen. Maybe you're saying, go back for her. You can't leave her behind. And this is the kind of writing that inspires. You don't decide for the viewer what they think and what they feel. We don't need the hegemony. We don't need the didacticism, the hyperdidacticism. Let the viewer or the reader choose. So I love that. And yes, you imagine people sitting at home yelling at the TV, he left Callie, he left Callie. So this is inspiring and is so respectful of the viewer or the reader. So this is great authorial work, and I respect it immensely. Supreme Commander Servalan is sexy and beautiful. And when she says seek, locate, destroy Blake, it's just, she's just so sexy. It's ridiculous. She would be sexy if she were reading the dictionary. You could get her to read the phone book and it would sound sexy. She is a delicious human being, a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
We learn about Travis, and Travis is a psycho. We learn Servalan uses men under her command as sex toys. She caresses a subordinate in a familiar and slightly gross way. So we see this and we're like, oh, you know, she's a bit of a predator, isn't she? Because these
Time to call
guys that
human
like her are
resources.
such weaklings that it
Yeah.
allows us to see her as a predator. So you can tell some of these guys actually have feelings for her, and she has no feelings for them. They might as well be Steely Dan's. Mutoids. Clobby already knows my reaction to the mutoids. I'm going to completely lose my mind when they are fully on screen because I love them very much. I definitely missed them. I cannot wait for the full on mutoid revelation. I love that we get Callie back. Of course, we get Callie back because all of those people who were arguing and fighting in their front room, saying, "Would you go back for Callie? I can't believe he left Callie." They are now all saying, "See, I knew he wouldn't leave Callie, or he should have went back for her in the first place." This is what you want to do to people when they're reading or watching science fiction. We have some great dialogue. I really love that Travis does something very Shakespearean, and it's incredibly satisfying. It says, you know, "I am your death, Blake." I love that he says that. I like that Callie steals Travis's gun. And then that's pretty much all I wrote. Beside my rating, I put, this is thoroughly exciting and most enjoyable. This is great. I love Blake 7. And then I gave it 7 Blake 7s out of 7.
Fantastic. Love it. All right. And Professor R2, welcome. See you.
Evening.
Mark.
Oh, great synopsis, Clobbering Times, for not watching the episode.
I have watched it about 100.
His
I know, I'm
mind is a
joking, for
marvel,
recently.
Mark.
No,
Yeah,
I've watched it 100
teasing.
times. I didn't get to watch it today, but that doesn't mean anything.
I know, but no,
It's
but you
just today,
you remember
Mark.
more things than I watched. I watched the episode twice today. Once to clip it, and once for my watch party. So
thanks, by the way.
But yeah, I think what's fantastic about this episode, and Fiona said it too. Yeah, we would have had 18 episodes to introduce these characters. You would have 6 episodes introducing Serverland, 6 episodes introducing Travis, then 2 more episodes to set it all up. And this episode just cuts right to the chase. Classic old TV that we don't get enough of anymore, and just beautifully done. And you can see how delicious these villains are, because you got to have good villains for a show to work. Why does Star Wars work so well? I'm just counting Star Wars, not the other stuff that's really not Star Wars, because you've got such a fantastic villain in Darth Vader and the Emperor, and Jabba the Hutt, etc. Those villains, Star Wars is not the big hit without Darth Vader. It's not happening. As great of a hero as Luke and Leia and Han are and Chewie, it's not going to work. So right away, what are we in episode 6? You've got villains that are going to be with you for a good part of the not they're very important to the series. That's not a spoiler, right? To say that Serverland and Travis are extremely important to the series going forward. They're not. They're going to be back, right? Obviously.
Oh yeah.
It's just such a great setup. So I did get a couple of clips, short clips here, but
before we do that, Mark, I have to interject, even though it's incredibly rude, and I want to beg your pardon.
No, it's not rude.
But someone very important has to leave. So Chris Persia says it's time for me to head out. Have a great night, everyone, and remember, Avon lives. Chris,
night,
love
Chris.
you, honey.
Hi,
Good night,
Chris.
honey.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for everything, sweetheart. Tell your dad I said hello.
Yeah, great
Take
to see you,
care.
buddy. Absolutely. Hope you're doing great, man. Thank you. Proceed, Mark.
Well, here's a great clip from Serverland, just to get a feel of her voice.
He was ordered to suppress an attack on Oros.
The man is a butcher. He continued with his attack after the total surrender. The death toll was horrifying.
And you can see the power that she has.
To which he answered, "An enemy doesn't cease to be an enemy just because they've surrendered." And he said, that's the philosophy of an assassin, not a soldier.
Travis is an advocate of total war. He carries out his orders with meticulous thoroughness. An enemy does not cease to be an enemy simply because it has surrendered.
You got it. Yep. But yeah, it just shows you the power of her delivery there. She's
brilliant.
no
so
messing around with her right away. You know, even though she's glamorous and beautiful, she's wearing all white, right? Which is the color of, quote unquote, the color of innocence. And she's the villain, right? She's like the anti-Darth. Well, I shouldn't say the anti-Darth Vader.
Well,
She's
the white is also
female
the
Darth Vader.
symbol of the white internationally is also a symbol of death.
Well, she also has a million other things she wears. I mean, she doesn't. She has a different fashion statement. That's another thing that's funny about it. She's the military leader. She's the supreme commander. Everyone else wears uniforms, but she's just so power mad and so she says, you know what, I can wear what the hell I want, and I don't have to dress. She doesn't wear. That's one thing I love about her. Anyone else, any other character that's the supreme commander, they would just have her in a uniform. Something unattractive.
No, she's feminine.
But she's just deciding she can wear that. I mean,
she is, and that's the thing, is because power and strength, it doesn't come from mimicking men. It doesn't come from being like a caricature of men. Women can have power in their own way, and we talked about this privately when you first introduced me to this character. She's evil, she's powerful, she's gorgeous, and she doesn't have to do masculine things in order to assert herself. She is, dastardly, without, having to be like a dude. She's just a woman who is just as scary, just as powerful, just as terrifying. And I love her bedazzled, crazy robes. And I like that she objectifies men and treats them like, a snack. And oh, look, there's a snack. I like it.
Blunt Philly Reviews, welcome.
Good evening,
she's
Reviews.
just like a guy, quote unquote, naughty guy would act.
That's right. That's right. And that's why I respect the show. I mean, we talked about this, like, whenever I first watched this, like 2 years ago or whatever. We talked about this privately. And so now, like, I'm not as fired up to talk about it publicly because I don't know, because I already discussed it with you guys, but it's a huge thing for women. It's a huge thing for women to contribute in a completely equal way. Number one in the cage is entirely equal. It's not conspicuous, and she's not trying to pretend that she's a man. She doesn't take on manly traits. They don't use semiotics from big, strong, scary men in order to convey her power, her intelligence, and her charisma. And once again, here we see with Servalan, don't tell Jennifer Lawrence or any of these other people who believe that, strength is this and the corporation made me the first. They're definitely not the first. And Servalan is powerful and beautiful, and I love the way she dresses. And Clobby's right. She has a wardrobe that is just, it'll take your breath away. It's great stuff.
And the other thing that's great too is it's written organically. It's not like they're not making all these call outs where it's so obvious. Hey, we're gonna have a female villain. She's got short hair and she's gorgeous, but she's still a badass. There's none of that shorthand or that ridiculous over the top, banging over you over the head with a hammer.
That's right.
They just write the scenes and it seems so natural. She's just a badass. They don't have men saying, I can't believe the woman here is so powerful. It's so crazy. I don't understand.
It's like, what?
What's happening,
Yeah, and that's the thing is that this is why I have always been against this. It's not because I'm not for women being in powerful, destructive, villainous roles. It's not that at all. You guys both know me. You've known me now for 3 years. I am for that. But I'm not for it when it's patronizing. It's being done by a corporation. It's completely inorganic, and you get the distinct impression that it's entirely empty. And as you are imbibing the shows, you realize that they're totally empty because there is no actual empowerment there. There's nothing sincere going on. It's just like this sort of linguistic or semiotic empty transaction, and it's fleeting. It's there and then it's gone, and they think they're achieving something with that, and they're not. They don't reach people like me. When I saw the She-Hulk looking like Thor, I didn't think to myself, oh, well, there's some feminism, there's female power. No, no, no. You don't have to emulate or mimic or aspire to be a man in order to have female power. So yeah, I love Servalan. You guys know that.
Love her. So Mark, any other thoughts about the episode and your rating?
Yeah. Well, I'll show. I'm clipping a couple of clips here as we speak, but let me play another clip from the end clip here. Or no, here's Villa, classic Villa. So that's the other great thing about this episode. There's never a shortage of great dialogue.
Always great dialogue with the characters. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the web didn't have anything great going on, but there's probably a few clips that every episode there's always something good. The writing, Terry Nation is fantastic. So here's a fun Villa clip.
Tell him I've just worked out a completely new strategy. It's called running away.
Right?
Oh boy!
And then here's the last clip of
There was a silly robot.
The robot was cute. Yeah.
Run, Blake. Run. As far and as fast as you like. I'll find you. You can't hide from me. I am your death, Blake.
Oh, he's so good as Travis. He's so good. And then spoiler alert, I guess we've already said that there's a new actor that takes over eventually. We won't say when or where. And the new guy is just, unfortunately, not good. And I was like, oh, just, and then he does later on, but it's,
I thought he got better.
He does get better, but it takes a long time for him to get better. So this Travis is unfortunately a lot.
He gets the job. He's serviceable. But Stephen Greif, look, on those shows, those people were actors. They weren't celebrity superstars. They were celebrities. But they weren't big. They didn't just get paid the kind of money where you could just stay at home on the off season, and then go back every year and just do one show. You had to work. You had to go get jobs in plays. If you're an actor, you had to do other things. There wasn't enough money in it on a BBC show budget to make a living where you could just do that show. And especially if you're a guy like him, it's not in every episode.
Yeah, and then you got to, if something better came along for your family or yourself, you've got to take it.
It was, baby. It was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The regular characters who were there in every episode, it was a little bit more stable gig for them, and even they had to work during the off. It's only like 13 episodes a year in the show. So, what was your rating of Seek, Locate, Destroy?
Well, we're going 10 out of 7, so I would give it I give it a 7 because I think it's a phenomenal. It's a phenomenal setup for these characters, and it does a great job, and it's also an interesting episode too. And you're in a power station again. Of course, this is the first one of many power stations, but still filmed really well too. So Villa's got his good moments. Avon's got good moments. Great line. The only thing I can't believe they left Jenna behind. The one thing I was going to ask, I forgot.
Callie.
Callie. Why didn't she use her telekinesis to call out, or was she too far away? They've kind of ignored telepathy.
What are you talking about? When she was
when she could communicate.
When though?
Like she didn't use that in this episode at all. Like, do you think she could have communicated with the ship, or the ship was too far away?
It's not too far. Oh, no, she can't go that far with it. And it's got to be someone she knows fairly well to be able to receive her thoughts,
or it has to be another telepath.
Somebody from Auron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering that.
Maze Risk
project across the planet, I guess.
Maze! Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Maze Risk. So that was my only. I forgot to ask that question during the discussion. But yeah, it's a 7. It's just a great all around episode. If you haven't watched it, it's BritBox, Daily Motion. They're very easy to find these episodes. So it's a classic, and I'm assuming Clobbering Times, I'm guessing, has this rated pretty high, but we'll see.
Well, I do. As you know, I've rated all. Zachariah, hey there.
Sorry to interrupt, boss.
No problem. As you know, I have every episode ranked, all 52 episodes. I have Seek, Locate, Destroy ranked at number 20, and I give it this. It's between the 6.5 and a 7, so I have like a tweener there. It's Probably it's a
6.5?
7. Yeah, it's close, but I everything I try not to give everything from 20 down to 7 usually because there's higher ratings. But yeah, I give it a 7. It's all in 7 because look what it gave us.
Yep.
That's why I have some of my ratings are up like 7 pluses and 7 pluses later because you want some things that are even more, But inside the top 20, everything's a 7. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That means there's quite a few good episodes. Yeah.
That's 52 episodes, and there
are
a lot of great ones.
Like when I'm watching this show, the ones that are not good stand out. It's like UFO. You're watching something that is just so enjoyable that there's no way that I could do a top 10 on it. I mean, I hope Clobby doesn't force us to, because that would be horrible.
No. You don't have to, only I do that.
This is a show. This is why I was telling people, prior to us covering it, that I love this show. This is another totally enjoyable show where you don't think to yourself every second episode, well, gee, this sucks. And oh my goodness, you just received a gift from Larry.
Whoa, no. What we got? Really? What?
We got a lot of gifts tonight. It's not even Christmas.
Right?
See what happens when you go away for a week?
I don't know. I don't deserve that. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Larry.
Building the community as usual, building up the channel. Look at this. Thank you, Larry.
Anyone, if you're not a member and you would like to be, please avail yourself of that great generosity of our good buddy Larry.
Yeah.
And let us take a look at some of our views on the episode.
Yeah, you have some in the starred column, Bus.
Fiona said, "I have to give the show an F because they did not spend 15 minutes arguing about pronouns." True, I've always hated that about this episode, Fiona. I know what you mean. Of course, a male presenting captain leaves the woman behind. Exactly, the male presenters. I hate male presenting people. They're just,
Sure.
Nice references, and I do know what you're referencing, my friend. Professor Archer said today's shows tell you what the right decision is, and you must agree. That's true indeed, sir. He also said that if only shows today can write dialogue half as well. If only, you're right. But anyway, Fiona has a review. She says, there's a good lesson for modern writers to be had from this episode. The beginning setup was a little bit contrived, but the lead up to the contrivance and the follow up there are so well done. The story and the characters are so wonderfully portrayed, and the world building is so comprehensive that you forgive the little bit of setup they needed. Absolutely, issues with you there. This is a lesson that the modern writers really need to take to heart. They do not have any setup and payoff that makes their shortcomings worthwhile. Mostly shortcomings, really, until no show. I think you mean tell no story.
Ace Cast Iron, the very handsome Ace Cast Iron just walked through the door. Ace Cast Iron, how are you, sweetheart? I'm so happy that you joined us tonight.
Yo, bro. All right, good to see you there, buddy. All right, man. I think Ace has seen some like 7. Oh, I know he has. Ultimately, I have to give the show an F, however, because they didn't spend 20 minutes arguing about pronouns, and it's just like a male presenting captain to leave the woman behind. Yes, we understand, Fiona. You have to do what you got to do. We understand, Scott. The great Maximum Redstone says he gives it an A, 7 out of 7. In the future, Space Command HQ is a donut, but I like that donut. I think it's pretty cool. And the bureaucracy will still be sniveling and narrow-minded. Serverland and Travis. Serverland is the height of weaponized femininity. Boy, is she. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, buddy. Well, now, Travis, as a character, has no gender identity. His only identity is to be the tyrannical, crushing power of the Federation. The gang pulls off their first raid. Yes, they do. Oh, the security robot, according to Veer Lorimore, the few shots they did achieve were when it wasn't completely malfunctioning. We see Raj Blake exhibit typical signs of Raj Blake syndrome. Whoa. Symptoms include repeatedly letting your archenemy go while claiming it's because at least you'll know who you're fighting. Yeah, well, yeah. That's something that dealt with later. You should have killed me, Blake. Veer Lormore told me. Veer Lormore told me to say that. Finally, this episode displays what true greatness lied in the writing and acting of Blake Seven, and how this talent would many times overcome the BBC's criminal underfunding of this treasure. Very well said, Maximum. From a true Blake Seven fan, because he is one. He's a big-time fan of the show. Let's see here. Larry says, 7 to 7 Sunset Strip. Thank you so much. Hey. Scuba Pete says, 7 out of 7 California rolls. Love how this episode frames Travis as pure evil in Serverland, unabashedly using her sexiness to get what she wants. By the way, she shops at Serverland Secrets. Whoa, boom, boom, boom. Yes.
Scuba Pete.
Ravenscroft says 1 of 2. There we go. Oh, sorry. Best type of B7 episode or definite task. Everyone with a role. Great. Character interaction. Villains with personal stakes. Blake's agony. Recali. His trap for Travis. Both great. Tediousness. Intro to demonic Serverland. A true sense of history and hatred between Blake and Travis. So now Blake has both internal Avon and external conflict Travis. Yes. Good pernt.
Very well said, Ravenscroft. Very well said.
Thank you. The great Ace Cast Iron says, I still want Serverland to be my full-time girlfriend. Well, yes. Of course, can't blame you now, can I? J.T. Kirk was a man, and he still is, I think. Let's see here. David. I didn't get a chance to watch this one in time for tonight's show, sadly. I hope there weren't any differently abled villains. Oh, yeah. No, nothing like that.
6 out of 7 Avons. Good one.
David G. Sound, double the Larry, double your winnings. Whitey stick.
You know what that means.
Yeah.
It's calling for the Waddy sticks, boss. Where's the Alan Moraine?
Is he? Is that what that means? Oh, we'll have to.
Let me switch back. Yeah.
I have to do a switch. You have it?
I have to just switch. Yeah. Oh, I'll get there. Yep. Oh. Where's my tab here?
What is he calling for that? I mean, let me finish Let me just finish what he's saying first. Let's see. I know I have no review. These are stories I have watched so much. They, like Trek, have become fundamental. Yes, indeed, yes. I'm with you there, buddy.
Nice, Dave.
Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate you. I'm 9 episodes into my first watch through of Blake 7, and I have been very impressed with the writing. Thank you.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Episode, indeed. Oh, my goodness. I'm glad you all are. Glad we have a lot of Blake 7's fans here.
Oh, you got a gift from RRTNZ.
Yep. Burkle and Rontaine, the only men Serverland can't seduce. They're just too stupid. Well, we get to see them come back in trial. A.O. Clobby, stuck in traffic. What's happening? Says, Ted. Oh, good to see you. I'm sorry you're stuck in traffic. I remember you're in the future. That's right.
He is.
So it's the middle of the day for you.
That is correct.
You're in tomorrow. And
he's time traveling again.
You are in Tales of Tomorrow. Well, RRTNZ, not much is happening. I just got back from my trip, and I'm just hanging out with my greatest pals, my greatest YouTubing pals ever. Well, my just the whole YouTube gang here. The great first officer and chief engineer, and all you amazing people in the chat. So we're just talking some Blake 7 tonight because it's the clubhouse. That's what we do. It's how we roll up in you.
Yeah.
Ravenscroft has to jet, boss. Ravenscroft says, hate to review and run, but work calls. Thanks for another great show, friends. And we'll see you all again soon. Good night, all.
Thank you,
Ravenscroft.
Ravenscroft, thank you so much. We got the greatest group here. I always say it now. I need to say, I should say it more often, actually, to all of you. you're just amazing. I mean, we have you don't see. We had some kind of a little bit of kind of trouble at the beginning of the show tonight with some people acting up. Let's just say that. However, you usually, for the most part, compared to some other chats I've seen out there with, relatively the same amount of numbers in the chat at any given time, it's nothing is more friendly than you guys as far as a gang and a group, and more accepting of others. Thank you, Fiona, by the way, for that super chat. She says, "Our dog loves Clobby's voice. A gift from her." Woof. Oh, really? Oh, well, I what kind of doggy do you have? I love doggies. And for a doggy to love my voice, I mean, I hate my voice, but I'm glad a doggy likes it. So that is very nice. Very sweet of you, Fiona. And what kind of puppy do you have there? I want a doggy. I want me a doggy. One day.
They're cute.
Yeah, one day. Let's see. What's that Michael saying? I'll have to search again. Problem is that we don't want to pay for more streaming services. We already have this. I suspect, on BritBox. Okay, so he was talking to somebody else there.
Well, I just posted I posted the link earlier to where you can find this. It's
Like
available. Yeah, it's on Daily Motion. It's available lots of places.
They're crappy copies on Daily Motion, though. But I hear you. But it is on BritBox at least.
Michael Beacom wouldn't. He's our Gen. He wouldn't mind the video quality, I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's never been on Blu-ray. It'll never be on Blu-ray, unfortunately. But...
No, it'll never be on Blu-ray. I mean, if they like I said, they have a pretty good DVD set out if you have the right region or you convert it. Fiona says
you never get that Blu-ray quality, unfortunately, but you don't need it. It's so good.
She's a pug. She comes and sits right up to the computer when you're talking. It's uncanny. Oh my God, what's her name? What's her name? Or you might want to tell me. It might be a secret. But Fiona's puppy. Hello there. I love doggies. It's making me sad that I can't pet her. I want to pet the puppy dog. I want to pet Raquel's puppies too. She's got puppies, but they bark at me.
I love Clobby.
They bark
Lola sits very quietly when Clobby is talking. She is a 4-pound jet black Chihuahua with little white feet and a white chest. And Paco is a 3-pound Chihuahua that has the same markings as an Italian Greyhound, but he's 3 pounds. They're pedigreed Chihuahuas. And Paco barks whenever he hears Clobby, even through my headphones, which is why they're not allowed to be in the room when
they bark at me.
They want to hang out with him.
Yeah, Paco's like, Clobby, 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 Clobby. And I'm like, Paco, seriously, dude, be quiet.
When we meet, I know they're not gonna let me pet them because they're like, they're the kind of doggies that just stick to their masters and mistresses probably.
No, mine, you could pet mine. They're everyone everywhere we go, they're all like, oh my God, that dog is so small.
Well, we've got Princess Peach. Ferocious. Princess Peach, hello there, Princess Peach. Good to see you. I can't see you really, but she thinks I can see her. I'm petting you now. There you go. Yeah, Adrian, I don't think they're gonna put Blake 7 on Blu-ray. It's just not big enough. The only good thing about it not being big enough is it belongs to us fans. And every time a remake gets mentioned, it's just not good. It's not feasible. They just try something else. They asked Paul Darrow about a remake. No, again, there was a stupid ass Big Finish remake, and it was a remake, and they remade the first episode. And this is when all the actors were alive, and they could have gotten them all back, which they did later. But they did this asinine remake, and they changed stuff. And going, well, first of all, this is a dead on arrival. I'm not even going to listen to an audio with anyone but the actors doing their voices, especially Paul Darrow. No. So what they did, and this is a number of years ago now. Oh, Blunt Really Reviews member for 10 months. Thank you so much for being a member. Says Clobbs, you going to see Godzilla this weekend? We wanted to go see it last night when we were in Orlando. But something came up. We had to go do something else. So I want to. I hear it's great. I'm going to try to go see it this weekend. My son, I want him to go with me, but he may have to go somewhere else. And I might have to go see it by myself. But I'll either do it this weekend or one day next week if it's still playing. I don't know if it's a limited engagement or what, but I can't wait to see it.
It'll be still playing. Oh no, it's Godzilla. That's gonna be a big hit.
I forgot where were I? Okay. So what they did later, big finishes for those of you who do not know, the whole crew did get together, including Garrett Thomas, not too long before he passed away, and the whole cast except for Josette Simon, who didn't do the ones that took place in the 3 seasons, but they did whole audio dramas as the characters again. Now, when you listen to them, obviously they're a lot older. You can tell by listening to their voices, if you know what I'm saying. But they're pretty well produced audio dramas. They are episodes that they do have an episode, Blake 7 episode feel to them. My only problem with some of them is not so. Look, you just have to put it out of your mind that they obviously sound older, even though the story's taking place, during the show. But there was one or two that had continuity errors that bothered me. Like, wait a minute, there's no room between that episode and that episode that you guys are saying this happened in. I know that's being finicky. I know that's being, chintzy, but I was like, this doesn't fit in this inside of here. Story-wise, it doesn't fit. You can't do that. So, and you guys should know better. And the actors maybe not should know better, but the guy writing the damn thing should know better. That aside, they're pretty enjoyable. I can't remember how many they did with the original cast, except for they had Josette Simon, for some reason, has nothing to do with the show anymore. Dana. She won't even go to cons or something. I don't know what's her deal is, but anyway, while Garrett Thomas and Paul Darrow were still with us, they did a handful of these things. I can't remember how many. Out of anyone else there, Black 7 fans that heard those, by the way. Naturally, I got a bunch of them. I can't afford all of them, but I got the ones I could, and one day when they get cheaper. I even got the book. Paul Darrow wrote a book about bringing Avon back, about what happens to him later. A series of books, and I bought the first one way back when it came out. He did an audio drama where he read his own book. And quite frankly, listen to all that. Yeah, I don't know. The book Afterlife, which deals with that, was I think a little bit better. But anyone listen to any of those Big Finish stories? No one here. Or the Blake 7, or the Avon books? No. Guess not.
Not I. No.
Huh.
Which ones did you think were good? You thought any of them were good, or the?
They were okay. Like I said, you can tell, even though it's not the same as seeing somebody, you can tell that they're older by their voice as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
And there's not a lot you could do about that. You can almost CGI somebody to look really young with all the deep fake stuff they do, but you got to making their voice younger. I mean,
And plus, even with the de-aging, like when they had the Irishman, you could tell De Niro was an old man moving around. As you get older, you just can't move. So they had the fight scenes, and it's like he's shuffling around. And hey, the guy, God bless him.
People can move. It's that Bobby De Niro has been famous his entire life.
Good night, Michael Beacom.
And good night, Michael Beacom. And please say good night to Cassandra for me as well. It's just, he's not exactly a guy who, shooter's here. Pew, pew, pew.
Shooter.
He's not exactly a guy who jumps on a treadmill, but I see what you're saying. I'm not nitpicking what you're saying, but I'm just saying, Bobby has let himself go. He's a little bit of a chub, and I think he smokes. I may or may not be correct
Bobby?
on that. But yeah,
Robert De Niro. God, yeah, he's a jerk scum anyway. But yeah,
he's not exactly like a guy who's taking care of himself. So I agree with Mark. Like even if they de-age him, you can tell. Oh boy,
Yeah, and you got to be in phenomenal shape, but even you're just not the same. I mean, you just don't have the same flexibility. You can just tell. You can just tell by the way someone moves. So that's a big problem with this de-aging. That's why I like the new monster thing where they've got Kurt Russell's son playing him as the younger Kurt Russell, because obviously he looks a lot like him, and they're not doing any of this de-aging stuff. And
that's wonderful.
That's the new Godzilla show. What's it called? Monsters. Monarch, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet because it's on the
Apple
TV.
I'm waiting for Reacher.
It's on Apple TV. Oh yeah, Reacher's soon.
Reacher is soon. I just hope they don't wreck it.
Oh, please don't ruin Reacher. Yeah, please.
If they ruin Reacher, I will be enraged.
I'll cry.
You know who else has a very cute son who looks a lot like him is Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's got.
Clint Eastwood has a very handsome son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shooter can run 10 kilometers. Right, he's chubby.
Doesn't Steve McQueen have a son too?
I'm not sure.
I think he did. Yeah.
I agree with Mark though. Like it's way more effective than de-aging. It's way more effective.
Especially if you're doing action stuff, and Shooter can run 10 kilometers. Wow, that's a lot more than 10 miles. So that's good.
No, 10 kilometers isn't more than 10 miles.
I know. I'm joking.
What is it? It's like 7 miles.
Joke, yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
It's not
it's like I like drinking metric beers. There, you're drinking a lot more. Thanks to Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Canada, because you will get very inebriated. Canadian beers are not like American beers. American beers, like a normal American person can have like 3 or 4 beers and they would be fine. Please drink responsibly, folks. But yeah, in Canada, don't drink 3 or 4 beers. I'd have to take you to the hospital. You would be sick.
There we go. I'm back.
I lost you for a minute.
Yeah, you. That's okay. But I do have one more clip to play from the episode.
Okay.
And also a clip, so let me do that.
Sure.
Because you got to play this one.
He will be exclusively concerned to seek, locate, and destroy Blake.
Nice.
How good is that? Yep.
Yeah.
Niceness.
You literally got all of the clips that I liked.
Very, very, very good. Yes, of course.
And I do have. I want to show some pictures of the actress with long hair.
Oh yes, please.
And also there are a couple of tidbits on the episode here. So this website is pretty good. This wiki here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I just love his comment.
So this is. I'll put this in the chat again, but this is a nice wiki on Blake 7, and this episode first aired February 6th, 1978. Wow, 1978. That was a good year. And let's see here. There are a couple of show notes real quick here. They had a couple of people that'll appear again. There was another clip here. Federation interceptors and mutoids are mentioned for the first time, which we talked about. Blake's arrest was seen in flashback the way back, with no sign of Travis or the weapon Blake shot him with. But I think that's nitpicking because that's probably a different time. Blake was arrested multiple times, right? And
yes, he was, and he was also wiped multiple times. So that is an unfair continuity call.
Yeah, I thought that was wrong there. Yeah, the information gained from the cipher machine is referenced in Bounty, and more details are given of the field medic who saved Travis in Deliverance. So this is a nice little website, and they actually have the transcripts for the show here too, which is nice. I've noticed like some of the there's a website I use called subtitles.org. There's some of the episodes don't even have subtitles on the show or on that website, and it pretty much has everything. So and I like clipping the episode with the subtitles. So I'll have to figure it out or try to put the transcripts in. Pause that.
Oh my goodness, she's beautiful with hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pause that because it plays. So this is let's see, pick this. So this is Jacqueline Pierce. She passed away not that long ago in 2018. And we'll show the pictures too, but let me close the player. So her first acting appearance, scrolling, was all the way back in Secret Agent in 1964.
The show with Patrick McGowan.
And then she did, let's see if anything you guys recognize.
The Avengers.
1966.
Ooh, she was on an Appeal episode. Wow.
Let me zoom in a little bit on this so it's easier to see. Haunted. Let's see. Well, 1968. That's a long time ago. That's when I was born, so that's ancient.
Get out of here. That long ago.
David Copperfield miniseries. So she's doing a lot of, TV work. It looks like. And then, of course, that's her most well-known.
The BBC television
Like
Shakespeare,
7.
like 7 Doctor Who, once, 2. Wait a minute.
The Born
Go back to the
Identity?
3 episodes of Doctor Who.
Let's see which down.
No, 1985. 1985. 1985.
Stars. Yep, yep.
It says 3 episodes. That's because it's the episode called The Two Doctors. It was 3 parts, I think.
If I click on it, does it show me 2 Doctors?
It was 3 parts.
Part 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Mr. Cassini of the Quinton Griggs. He was great in that one.
Giant geek.
Yeah.
No. And by the way, a couple of weeks before that, Paul Darrow was in an episode called Time Lash. Also, many years earlier, there was an episode called the Silurians, or Doctor Who and the Silurians. What did you say?
Born Identity.
The Born Identity, yeah.
Born Identity when?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was a TV
show.
A TV movie.
Yeah, that's a TV show. And then what else?
And then
Peter Ustinov and the Orient Express. Get out of here!
Peter Ustinov. What Young Indie episode was she on? I'm trying to remember. Which one?
Does it say?
Was she on the Phantom Train episode? No.
What happens if I click on it? Let's see, one episode. Season 2, episode 16, Paris.
Paris, okay.
1990.
I don't remember her being. I know, I've seen it.
And then let's see, Doctor Who, Monthly Adventures.
Doctor Who Comes to Time. What the hell?
TV miniseries.
Must be just clips or something because she was in only in the 2 Doctors. By the way, she was very Serverland in that episode of the 2 Doctors.
Oh, she was, yeah.
She was the baddie. Yeah.
And her last, Doctor Who Time War, but I guess that's.
She's still. That's Big Finish.
Big Finish, right? Yeah.
Voice. So yeah, echoes of.
Well, I'm very happy for her because it looks like she had a very fulfilling career.
Doctor Who: The Lost Stories. That's got to be voiceover work from Big Finish.
Yeah. And Soldiers of Love, 8 episodes.
Doctor Who. Wait. Doctor Who Death. What? It says TV miniseries. Go down. Doctor Who Death Comes to Time TV miniseries. I don't know what the hell that is.
At the Temple of the Fourth, Admiral Matina voice.
That was before Doctor Who even came back.
So well, click on it. Let's see what it is. Yeah.
What that is? That's an animated thingy, I guess. Sophie Aldred.
Lester McCoy.
Okay, that's some kind of fan fiction or fan film.
Sophie
Demon
Aldred.
Fry. Sophie Aldred. Holy mother of nutsacks!
And you don't know what this is?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's a fan. Like one of those fan films are put together or something.
Okay.
They got names in it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wow. But I don't have it. No, I want to see it.
one season, I guess. I
don't. It's just let's see. These might be I don't know, radio, not maybe
like an audio
series, but I don't think it's Big Finish. I'll have to look into it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they got some great actors on that, so pretty wild.
Oh yeah. She really does have Jenny Agato's eyes, says Princess Fiona. I love Jenny Agato. She is definitely a Doctor Who lady. Well, you saw Jenny Agato make a guest appearance in the episode Sirens of Red Dwarf that you just watched, Mark.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, there she is with Jerry Lewis, Jacqueline Pierce.
Don't raise the bridge, lower the river.
What other picks?
France's most famous.
Oh, look at her with the long hair.
There you go. Restless Heart. She's reading.
Yeah, that lady is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
I love you.
Cute Shoot has to leave.
All right, Scooter, have a good. Take it easy, buddy. Thank you
for stopping in and take it easy, bud. Pew, pew, pew.
She's always got short hair. Damn it. Still love her, but yeah. There we go. Jerry Lewis was in love. I'll bet you. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, look at her.
Yeah,
I like her with short hair. I mean, she's gorgeous, but
I like her both ways.
I'll take them. Both ways are fine.
Short hair works. Yeah,
both ways are fine. I'm just saying that I don't want. No,
that's the
Adorable.
Jared Lewis movie.
That's from Doctor Who. The two doctors. She's got strange hair in that one. She's really good. Some weird, strange wig in that one. Oh, that's nice.
Cute in that one. Yep.
Adorable.
Hair looks good there. Okay. Yep.
Was that Ian McShane with her? Yeah, it is. Wow.
Ian McShane. Yep. I don't know. There's something about the short hair that makes her more believable as a villain, though. I don't know if that's, would it have worked if she had long hair as a villain? I don't know. Something about that.
Fiona even noted that the bad ladies have the short hair sometimes.
And Larry just said that in the chat before I said it, of course, too. Yeah.
Sort of works for a villainess. One of them said that. Maybe it was both of them.
Yep.
Fiona says, I'd loved Logan's Run because it was a child. I would often see Jessica be Jessica for Halloween. Wow, Jessica being, of course, Jenny Agatha. Wasn't Farrah Fawcett in that also? And Farrah Fawcett was also in Logan's Run. There's my Jacqueline. Don't raise the bridge, lower the water. I think I saw that way back when. I got to watch that again.
I think she's very cute, and she's very cute there. That's a good shot. Yep.
Oh yeah.
1966.
Oliver Belamonte, what up?
Hey, Oliver. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
She appeared in Carry On,
Jacqueline
Don't
Pierce,
Lose Your Head, said Adrian James. Yes. Yeah. 1943 to 2018.
2018. So I'll put that link in the chat again. Of course, very easy to find if you use.
What about Stephen Greif? Didn't Stephen Greif just pass?
I'm not sure.
Let's take a look. I think he did just recently. He was another one that you hear nothing but good things about. The fans just love him. I used to see him tweet. Him post on Twitter. Apparently, a lovely man that everyone just adored. Thought he was just as cool as could be. Yes, he did recently, said Max. Yeah.
Well, I do have something to show. If you want to segue to that, unless you guys have something else.
No, I'm just going to take a look at Stephen Greif real quick.
Yeah, do that. Yep, do that while
I'm cool.
Yep.
Got to find it.
Larry, Mark, Larry wants the link for the Blake 7 wiki, please, and thank you.
Oh yeah, we have to put that.
Yes, please.
Too,
yeah.
Let me grab that. Yep. Here's the wiki link.
Stephen was passed in 2022.
Yeah. Just to the point of speaking about hair. And it is true, that around the world, as you experience different cultures and as you go through history, you can see that, people chop off their hair in very severe ways when they have experienced death, great loss, or traumatic things. When people experience mental health issues, they tend to take off all of their hair. And usually quite violently. We see this. We saw this with Britney Spears and others. Certainly, she wasn't the first. You see this all throughout history, and depending upon the culture, that's men or women. So that severe haircut signals our bodies, that something is wrong. The person is ill, or the person has been through something traumatic or harrowing. So, definitely short hair, depending upon what part of history you are in, and depending upon what culture you come from, having extreme, severely short hair, like a pixie cut, definitely sends different signals to the human brain, triggering us to think certain things about the person. Yeah, exactly. Princess Fiona. Yeah, exactly. Health. I thought I said that right off the hop, but yeah, when you see something like that, it can be quite jarring. So, it's not quite as easy to just dismiss it as, oh, men want women to have long and lovely soft hair. Well, I agree with that. That's definitely my opinion as well. It's just important to realize that evolution plays a role here as well. Also culture, ideology, and certainly the point in history that you're dealing with, because a lot of people who are quite ill and, like I said, grieving or experiencing horrible bouts of mental illness will take off all of their hair. So it is quite natural to have that reaction to such a severe haircut, right? So it's a natural thing. It's not quite as simple it's not quite as simple as some people like to make it seem. It is an incredibly complex issue, and if you're interested in it, it's definitely worth researching. There is a lot of semiology in human hair for men and for women. There are a lot of signs and symbols surrounding hair and what it can mean to people in lots of different cultures and lots of different races and in both men and women. So yeah.
Is that someone we've not met before? I'll say this right, Crityo.
Hello.
I hope I'm saying that right, Crityo, but says I have short hair, but that's just because I'm going bald. I understand. But Crityo, welcome.
Yeah.
To Clobbering Times. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's neat that you're saying that, because when we see people lacking hair, we have evolutionary signals in our bodies that tell us whether or not somebody is healthy, whether or not someone is young enough to bear children, or if a man is young enough to give you children. And certainly what's really great about modern society is that we now know that men with a lot of testosterone tend to go bald. So it's the opposite for guys when it comes to having a bald head. That's somebody with lots and lots of testosterone to the point where, he's experiencing male pattern baldness. So it's a very, that's what I was saying earlier, it's an incredibly interesting topic when you look at hair and you look at semiology and you look at human evolution and you look at all of these different cultures and all of the signs and symbols that are tied into how we use hair, not only for mating, but how we send signals about our health and the things we believe. And it is a very complex, very interesting subject. And so if you're interested, please look it up. You will fall down a rabbit hole and have a great time.
Indeed. By the way, to next week's episode of Blake 7 is, of course, Mission to Destiny, folks. That'll be episode 7.
Yay!
Of season 1. So, yeah, there we go. Mark is getting something. He's doing something.
Yeah, I'm getting something. Yep. So, Raquel, cover your eyes. I think you might not want to see this.
Why? What's going on?
I just want to see I just want to see a reaction.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Let's see. Tell
me when to open them, please.
Let me make sure I have the right camera.
Wagnar,
Okay.
what's up, buddy?
Wagnar.
Oh my God!
Would you think
Can I
she'll like
open
this,
them?
Clobbering Times?
I think she'll hate him.
Can I open my eyes?
Okay, you can open your eyes now.
Don't open them yet.
Okay, tell me when to open them.
I'll tell you when. Are you sure about this?
Yeah, well, but I think she. You think she might not like him?
She's gonna never speak to either one of us again.
You guys
She's
are
gonna
killing
leave.
me. Let me see.
I can't traumatize her like this. She's gonna hate us.
Let me see.
And she's probably gonna never want to speak to us again. But all right, look.
Probably
look
not.
at your own-
I can look?
Look, if you feel like it.
Oh my God. You bought these?
Yeah,
Oh
don't tell anyone.
God, are you wearing gloves?
That's what I said. Yeah, we're wearing
Oh my
gloves.
God!
Yeah.
with the
Please tell
gloves.
me you weren't eating pizza or popcorn. Do not touch these if you're eating pizza or popcorn. I will kill you.
I just washed my hands. Is
Okay.
that good enough?
Oh, yes.
No.
And what are the spines like? Don't crack the spines. What are the spines like?
Open
are they
them
like
up.
graphic novels? Are they like my book?
They're hardcovers.
Yep. Oh my
They're really
God, they're
big.
beautiful.
They're very big, actually. Yeah. So
They're huge.
We were showing these Oh,
Careful.
see, just the light just fell down.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I didn't drop it. Let's see.
Well, as long as you didn't get hit in the head.
Yeah, it's not that very. It's not that
Be
heavy.
careful.
Just make sure it didn't damage the book.
It's beautiful. We'll open it up. Look, that's an omniceptor.
They put this. I've had the receipt in
Oh,
there.
Dave G Sound has to go to bed.
Good night, Dave G.
I have to go, my friends. I will see some of you tomorrow. Dave G Sound.
All right, buddy.
Love you. And
Right, Dave.
I'm so happy that you are feeling better. And I'm so happy that you
Yeah.
joined us tonight. Take care, sweetheart. I'm sending you a soft hug. I'm so happy you're on the mend and that you're out and about. Thank you for joining us.
Take care, bud.
Princess
this
Fiona
is-
says, I think I'm getting a cold, so I'm off to bed.
Oh.
Good night, everyone. I will catch up in the morning. Love you guys. Love you too.
All right.
Good night, sweetheart. Feel
Love you.
better.
Love you, Fiona. Be good
Don't
now.
forget to drink lots of fluids. Chicken soup, please.
Yeah, feel better. Absolutely. It's just glad to send you a link to the Doctor Who Death Comes to Time webisodes. Oh, they're webisodes. Okay, Gwag. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
You did it on the Twitch waddies? Okay, I see. Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay. What is
Mark, this is so beautiful.
It must
So
be
this one-
animated or something.
They're
Yeah,
animated.
so-
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Looks like it's animated with some voice work.
Nice.
No, it's not animated. It looks like it's a Doctor Who comic.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
they
wearing
showed
my UFO cosplay in my
pictures of a
avatar
comet.
right now.
So this is from the page of Countdown, a space age comic.
Yeah,
Look at this cool graphic. So my
gorgeous.
son's girlfriend, I was showing her the book, and she's like, "Oh, that's so cool. That's like really cool."
is
The
beautiful.
design, yeah. So can't. I mean, it's
That
a
is
big
because
book.
she has superior taste. Did you tell her that?
Yeah, well, she likes my son, so I don't know what that accounts for.
Well,
Anything,
she has
but-
superior taste. I should put you in the agony.
Wait a
booth.
minute. I didn't hear. What did she say? I didn't hear it because
She liked the design. She's like, "Oh, that's like such a cool design in the cover." Yeah, on the interior cover, the
Oh, okay.
UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
She didn't call them UFOs though, but that's okay. So here, this
Nice.
is Anderson Entertainment Limited,
Beauty.
the Corner House, 2 High Street, Alsford, Kent, and it's
Thanks, Brad.
volume 1, published in 2021.
Nice.
Copyright 1969 and 2021.
Nice.
Let's see who's credited here. With grateful thanks to Stephen James Walker for the loan of his issues of Countdown. So someone had the issues they
You
scanned.
got it
Andrew
all, I
Beach-
guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Andrew Beach for his kind permission to use the photos of Dennis Hopper, Kim D. Stevens, co-editor of Jerry Anderson Complete Comic History website, the staff of the British Newspaper Library, as Colindale and Boston Spa, and then they name some people here. I don't recognize any of the names, but so here's volume 1, and it's a beautiful book. It's very here's the size. I don't know how big my hands are.
It's
but,
huge.
It's big. Yeah, it's a big book. Let's see how many centimeters is it. How many centimeters is that? Yeah, so it's 12 inches. And that's how many centimeters? Yeah, about 30 centimeters. Yep, so it's big. Yep.
A full ruler. That's massive.
Yeah, it's a nice coffee table book.
Yeah.
So it's got feature countdown commences. It's the year 1980. It's been established that hostile visitors from deep space are reaching the Earth in machines codenamed UFOs. So they go through the first story, artist profile.
Careful, don't push down too hard on the page.
Yeah.
Well, come on. Like he's pushing too hard.
He knows what he's doing. He's dealt with comics and books all of his life.
I know. Oh, see, he eased up on a bit. Smart move. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, I don't want to get chin kicked across the interweb. But they go through all the episodes, which is nice. So they tell you, or episodes. Cedric Kell did it to me. I'm a comic book collector, and I'm calling comics episodes now. So issue 46 through 31, for example.
Traeger smells like rat.
December 1971. They give you the artist Brian Lewis.
Nice.
UFOs plant a limpet device on Sid, which jams all shadow communications. Moon-based interceptor Captain Sayers is in league with the aliens who are massing near Mars for a major attack. So that's, they give you a synopsis, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's 281 pages, and they tell you like TV Action
huge.
Annual. So these were just different issues, and just amazing, all the UFO stuff. So here's the cover of Countdown, and I'll just read the first paragraph. Featuring Countdown commences. Throughout the 60s, the Jerry Anderson puppet series had enjoyed comic adventures running parallel to the shows on television. The Western Four Feather Falls had started the line in 1960 by appearing in TV comic and was followed by Supercar in 1961 and Fireball XL5 in 1962. The latter two series transferred to a dedicated TV comic Century 21 in 1965, which launched Stingray, and was followed in subsequent years by the Thunderbirds, Zero X from the Thunderbirds Are Go film, Captain Scarlet and the Mysterions. In 1966, Lady Penelope had her own title for girls who loved television, featuring strips about Marina Girl of the Sea and Stingray and the Angels. At first, a publicity-garnering prequel to Captain Scarlet before continuing the adventures of Spectrum's all-female pilot team. My God, they did that way back then? Did anyone tell our
No one
favorite
told
actress?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Lawrence, yeah.
It's so sad.
And they were adventuring, yeah. Joe 90 Top Secret in 1969 gave the World Intelligent Network's most special agent his own comic and a home to newer television series such as The Champions, Land of the Giants, and Star Trek. So I won't read the whole thing, but I guess they have an interview with Dennis Hopper. What's the rights to the older, newer? Oh, Dennis Hopper, I guess, acquired some of the rights. Yep. Interesting. Yep. Interesting. So Dennis Hopper's involved in this. Wow. I guess the actor. Yeah. Is that the actor? Or, yeah. All right. I'll read this paragraph. The demise of the aforementioned comics by the end of the decade left a brief vacuum in the tie-in market as TV2i, under new publishers IPC, dropped its television content in favor of American Marvel reprints. The art editor on TV2i had been Dennis Hopper, and in 1970 he was approached by Polystyle Publications, who had acquired the rights to the older and newest Jerry Anderson. Not the actor. Yeah. But yeah, so back in the day, if you lived in England, you would get, or across the pond, or in Europe, you'd get all kinds of Marvel reprints, and you wouldn't get the issues. They would collect them and put them together. So here's the original, I guess, some of the original issues, the countdown. 10 million kids will be screaming for it. Yeah. It's got UFO, Doctor Who, Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet. Blast off with Countdown. Yeah, so that was the internet back then, magazines. So they have a nice intro. And of course, I haven't opened this. I've only skimmed through it, but look at all these great. Look at these great, from the magazine.
Paul
there
needs
you go.
a smack.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
Slap.
No, I'm just, I don't know.
You better find it.
Well, all right.
Crazy.
Shadow Data.
Crazy.
And so this is Ed Bishop's, they give you a bio on him. He studied in New York. He had a Fulbright scholarship. And then this is the first episode with the artwork here.
Nice.
It's black. I think most of it is black and white, if I remember skipping through. And look, they even have a photo.
Yeah, they have photos.
Sometimes they have photos in there, which is interesting. But the art's, these were new. Well, these were all strips in the magazine.
Oh my God, there's Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seek and Destroy.
Okay, well, you have to read these and tell me if they're good.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Dinky Toys. Artist profile. Just they have a profile on the artist. And yeah, some are in color.
Color.
Too. Yeah.
Color.
So I wonder what was in color, like if it was just certain later on or earlier, or like in the Sunday comics when you got your newspaper, you were it looks like Paul Newman a little bit. You would like, oh, good, the strips are in color today. That's pretty good art. I wouldn't call it photorealistic, but it's photo. How would you describe that? It's semi-realistic style.
I would say, it's a good style. It's a very good style. Very nicely colored as well. But I don't know about photoreal.
Well, not photo, but it's like photo. It's trying to be. not
Jerry
using the
Havelock
right words.
was just a good artist. He was a good artist.
Yeah.
He didn't do any
But it's-
American stuff I don't know of, but
But there's a little bit of realism in there. I'm catching in these versus.
yeah, I like
It's
this
like
guy.
a
I
little.
like his work.
Yeah, it's like in the coloring. It's like a little bit of a photo effect I'm getting. And maybe they did that because it's on TV.
Well, he
Would it?
probably did based it on the likenesses of the characters. And he's good enough to do it. So
Nice
It was
movies.
there. So
nice
yeah,
art.
so you've got some great art, and then here I look at the page I just went to just for Cal. She asked me to
Don't
go
you
to this
just
page.
Paul
love-
Foster.
Don't you
He
just
needs
love
to
that?
be put in the agony booth on Set It and Forget It.
Michael Billington is 6 feet tall with light brown hair, blue eyes, a 41-inch chest, and weighs 182 pounds. He was born in Blackburn, Lancashire on December 24th, 1941, a day that Raquel is not happy about.
Draw that man.
I have nothing against the actor.
And
Sorry.
having too much fun there. Yep. So I'm trying to be very gentle here as I flip. I'm just going to flip through some pages here.
Yeah. Ooh,
And we got more articles.
this is really beautiful, Mark.
So it's going to take me a while to read this. But plus all the articles on there.
Yeah, but
Artist
it's beautiful.
profile. Oh, Roger Moore. The
Yeah.
Saint. Or Bond.
Cool. What was that from that picture? Let me see. That might have been from Persuaders. Let me see.
The Persuaders?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure.
I'm sure it'll say on the page.
Very, very cool.
I don't want to open it up.
Him in general.
Just be careful. Just be careful.
The pencil
You're fine.
illustration by Brian Lewis may have been for the Persuaders story by a person or persons unknown in the Countdown for TV Annual 1973.
Oh, cool.
And we're quoting CLOBBERIN Times here. No, just to be showing Bassett with his remote control lighter. The story was published with photos instead. Oh, photos. They did photos.
I've been watching Persuaders. It's a pretty cool show. Didn't last long. It's him and Tony Curtis. It's a cool show.
Actually have that DVD set.
Oh, Persuaders? Oh, cool.
Persuaders, yeah.
J-Man loves that show. So I never watched much of it, but I was been watching this on YouTube. It's like 20-something episodes. It's kind of fun.
Look at this. Win your own weather station. 25 super weather kits to be won in our big free competition.
That's
Wow.
Pete. That's
Everything
Pete.
amateur meteorologists. Yeah, it's Pete. Yep.
Love Pete. Pete Carlin's
Wow.
the best.
Yeah.
That is Pete. You know, something that never happened to Pete was just saying.
So let me show the other book quickly. It's more of the
That's
same. Let
beautiful.
me be very gentle. Oh, here's the back cover. Got to show the back cover.
Yeah, let's see the
There's a
back.
little scratch on it now. Damn it.
Are you serious?
Oh no,
Well, it's like discolored there. Oh,
I can't see it.
yeah, you can't tell, but yeah. Let me spit on it and say no. The year is 1980. It has been established that hostile visitors from deep space are reaching the Earth in machines codenamed UFOs. The year is 1971, and the strip adventures of UFO begin in the new Space Age comic Countdown. Join Commander Ed Straker and Colonels Alec Freeman and Paul Foster, Q
Who?
Raspberry,
What'd
of
you say?
Shadow, Paul Foster,
Oh, him?
the Supreme Headquarters Alien Defense Organization, as they protect the world from beings beyond this solar system. Beings who want our bodies to prolong their survival,
Mm-hmm.
want our minds to control, perhaps who want our planet to take as their own at any cost.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the classic television series, UFO was one of the pioneer comic strips of the 70s. Never before reprinted or collected, relive these powerful adventures in the first two volumes and discover the story behind its creation and beyond with supporting features.
Wow.
So very, very cool.
Really beautiful.
Nice.
I got a little scratch.
Oh, don't worry about that. Those books do that. They're printing
I
all
don't
of the new books that are like this, that are like a graphic novel or like even my book. If you have the hardcover, you know that it's made out of the exact same binding and material, and they're all like that, Mark. There's
I don't
nothing you can
know.
do about it.
It's
No,
almost
but there's like a written on it, something like it's scratchy.
Yeah,
like
I don't know why they do that, but that happens even just by touching them. I don't know why they're making books like that. It's very popular right now, especially with graphic novels.
I think I know what happened to it.
What?
Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
From the
Crazy. Crazy.
ouchies.
Oh, maybe that's what happened to it. Sorry.
The year is 1972, and the strip adventures of UFO continue in the comic now renamed TV Action. So it's just basically, obviously, just volume 2, and plus UFO 1988, a special extended feature of the Japanese manga sequel published from 1988 to 1990 in Bandai's Cyber Comics. Oh, interesting.
Nice.
And includes UFO Witness to the Harvest, the first publication of this unreleased pilot comic created in 2003 as a prelude to a new adventure set 30 years on. Oh, cool. That sounds really good. So let's see what I'm just going to flip through. Obviously, it's just volume 2, so more of the same goodness, but
nice.
Same interior design. Yeah, Brotherhood of Evil, not mutants.
Not mutants.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
that's a nice cover.
Ooh, what language is that? Is that Italian?
I think it's Italian, yeah. This artwork was
read?
later used for the cover of Piano Gamma, issue 1975, published. See the UFO Italian style feature, page 2016.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a cool. With the Italian on there, it looks great. Yeah.
Oh,
Batman.
that's so cute. Come on, that's adorable.
Satire Italian style feature, page 217.
Look at Ed.
That's hysterical. Yeah, published 2019?
That's
Wow,
cool.
so it's recent.
That's cool.
3 euros. I'd love to get a copy of that somewhere.
Yeah, right?
I'll have to go back to Italy just for that. Yeah, so this art all looks pretty,
Oh wow.
pretty great. Yeah.
Did you see the art with him yelling in that page that you were just on? That was some pretty spectacular art. Look at that. Stop there, Mark. Look at that. Don't open it too much. I don't want to wreck your glue. Well, you have to wait for the glue to get used to your humidity, and you have to get it used to being in your house. That's how spines crack. You know, like when people just buy the book and they just slam it open at the middle. You can't do that.
I don't do that.
It's threaded and glued, and so you don't want to wreck the threads or the glue. You have to acclimate the book. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't even look at it. Don't even touch it. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it yet.
No, you need to read this
Spinal
one.
Tap.
Oh, look at how cool this is.
Yeah, because this is the only way you can get this too. I think.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're online. We think we found someone had them all.
Look at the Colonel. I love it when the Colonel has the Freemason hair. The Colonel looks so good with the Freemason hair. I love her like that.
It's not a wig. It's actually just colored like that.
Yeah,
cool,
she looks so cute. Hard to believe that she gave birth to Benedict Cumberbatch. You'd tend to think that he was born in a lake on The Simpsons. You know what I mean?
And that Benedict.
And the Gulf.
Poor old Benedict. I mean, you know. But why do you always have to Benedict like that?
Well, that's a nice cover.
Yeah, Larry, like a Mad Magazine parody. It's so cool.
Yes. The Eyes of Terror.
Is it? Oh, John and Burns. I thought it was Barrett. Yeah, Burns. Yep. Emotional art for Terrorhawks. Yep.
Yeah.
John Burns through the background. Yeah. So they've got a lot of artist profiles.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Is that War of the Worlds?
Yeah, the Tomorrow People from the look and original art from, and then tripods on the top. Yep. From the 1980 magazine Beeb.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yep. So they always have that ship, I guess, on there. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you can read some of these online, right? Clobbering Times or some of these.
Yeah, all of it.
There's a website. All of it's online. Okay.
Yeah, someone what was it? Maybe we'll say Gwag maybe, or somebody, or Larry. One of
I
them.
wouldn't doubt
forgot.
if it's Gwag or Larry.
Gwag or Larry, one of these. And I'm sorry, I'm not mixing you guys up. Of course, one of you sent me a link to all of it.
I think Gwag sent. Was it Gwag that sent me a link to all of it? I'm not sure.
Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting who sends me stuff sometimes because you're both
This is
cool and you both
crazy.
send stuff. Gwag sends all kind of cool stuff all the time.
Yeah,
so
that guy's a gigantic
I don't mean to mix you guys
nerd.
up, but you know my crappy memory.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to Blake 7.
I have to
No,
make some
it's even
time
bad
for
then.
these. These are really cool.
I mean, there's a lot of reading in there too in this
Yeah.
book. So, and it's also nice. As much as I like digital now because my eyes are cruddy, it's
nice a bit
it's
of
nice
reading
you get that.
digitals.
Yeah, and
You
you
don't
got
have
the
to
new
mess
book
up
smell.
your book copy. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, I don't know if they go in order or this. I mean, these are obviously in
It's
order.
French.
Yeah.
Hmm. Probably
They showed a
Gwag.
French cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
The UFOs are with us. I think that translates to. They're coming to get us. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember my verbs.
Well, that's the
Conjugating verbs, right? Well, I know that that's what it is, but isn't it
Joke.
like new psalms and
Yeah, I'm
vous
horrible.
avez and like my French is
I can
so
read
bad.
it, but I can't. I get like.
And the worst thing is
50% of it.
that I see French every day because French is on everything here. But I just, just my French is bad.
Word Wizard, Captain Infinity, and beyond. It's French, so humanity is surrendered.
Yeah.
It's French, so humanity surrendered.
There you go. Good to see you, Captain.
Raquel, if you were to win the lottery, what expensive Star Trek movie or TV series props or costumes would you purchase at auction? Oh my goodness, I would. If I were to win the lottery, what expensive Star Trek movie? Oh my goodness. I would probably buy every prop that I could. I would go after all of the props.
Yeah, but if you had to pick, like, would you want Spock's ears? Would be number one prop.
No, I actually wouldn't want Spock's ears because of what they're made out of. I don't think I would like that. I think I would like all of the phasers. I would love all of the weapons. I have a friend who has all the phasers, every iteration. I would definitely, I would like the Hua Chang stuff. I would love to have the Hua Chang stuff. The Roddenberry desk model of the Enterprise that Larry is bringing up. I think I would, but I think I would do what Larry would do though. I would probably donate the desk model and Gene Roddenberry's desk to the Smithsonian. Maybe I would love where it comes to costumes, maybe Spock's helmet, maybe Scotty's new uniform, maybe Uhura's in-ear communication device. What else? Oh God, I would go crazy. I would buy all like Oliver. If I won the lottery and I had access to the Star Trek movies or TV series props, I would probably try and buy everything. And if it didn't mean anything to culture and society, like I think the desk model belongs to society, that should be in a museum. I'm with Larry on that one. I think I would probably open up a small Star Trek museum, and I would happily work there every single day for the rest of my life. So the answer is I would buy everything and then I would open up a museum. I would absolutely love to do that, like a Star Trek museum. I would get as many of the props as I possibly could. I'm not big on the costumes, but if I were going to do a museum, I would definitely do the costumes as well.
No, these ears won't fit on Mr. Potato Head Spock. So these are, of course, I got pretty much everything Wrath of Khan, I think. Not everything, but pretty close. Of course, I've got the Spock's ears, but my friend from grammar school actually had, I've told the story before, bought the pair of Spock's ears at auction during the world premiere of Wrath of Khan. I always told her, if you ever sell them, contact me first. Although, looking at the way the prices are going these days, I don't think I could ever afford it. But this is Don Post Studios presents Mr. Spock Vulcaneers, 1982 Paramount. And in the back says, authentically detailed replicas of Federation insignias and Spock's Vulcaneers worn by the cast of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. High quality workmanship is reflected in these original collectibles. Richly glass-plated insignias and custom handmade Spock gears will bring years of enjoyment and are fine additions to any collection. Well, I don't think these are...
you have to think about the actual props, though, because they would have human skin stuck to them.
It was just the tip, actually, at the auction, because I saw them on the table. And
Yeah,
I tried to grab them, and I tried to grab and run. But Spock gave me a Vulcan neck pinch. But it's not the full ear. It's just
and so that's why I think it's kind of gross because it would have dead skin and
well,
dry
most
glue
people
and
aren't
stuff.
thinking about that. They just tell people they've got Spock's ears.
Yeah, well, I think about stuff like that. A lot of the ladies' costumes also have skin and blood on them as well because they had to be glued in place because the tape didn't hold. And so,
see, my dad didn't want to buy that, and I told him it'd be a good investment. They had a phaser there from Wrath of Khan. He's like, it looks like it's crap. It looks like crap. And he's like, it's not. It's fake. It doesn't work. I'm like, of course it doesn't work. We don't have phasers yet. And he wouldn't buy anything. And they had pictures and they had the background, the matte paintings, and Kirk's belt was there with the belt buckle. And I mean, the stuff went for like $200, $100, and it's not so much how much it's worth today. But A, yes, but B, I'm like, Dad, buy something. It's a tax write-off. Here's my Enterprise keychain, but unfortunately the Romulans got to it. So
no, you better fix
I gotta glue that.
Good evening, S. Lee. Yeah, Larry. It's there was quite a bit of bleeding, like very sore ladies that had things glued to their stomachs, to their boobs. So it's skin and blood. So it hurt quite a bit. So yeah, but I went to the Drumheller Star Trek Museum when it was still open, and those guys had quite a bit of stuff. And I really enjoyed it. And they bought a lot of that stuff at auction. And they were both very, very kind. I bought coffee mugs and T-shirts. I got everything I could before they closed down. Gwag would probably know what I'm talking about because Gwag's been to Drumheller. Obviously, Gwagnar and I like the same thing, so it's obvious he's been to Drumheller, and he was probably at that particular museum as well. But I would love to do what those guys did. It was just like in a strip mall. It wasn't like a museum. When I say a Star Trek museum, it was like a space in a strip mall. And so it was just, you walked in and they had it all decked out and all of the windows were blocked off and just everywhere filled with glass cabinets with stuff that they had purchased from Star Trek auctions. And that is definitely something I would do. And Oliver Belamonte, that's an incredibly cool question because I never thought about that before, but I definitely would do that. Imagine how fun it would be, like to get up every morning and go into the shop, and the shop is all Star Trek stuff, and then all day just classic Star Trek people walk through the door and they want to talk about Star Trek. You know how fun that would be? Yeah, Gwag, did you get to go to the Star Trek museum in Drumheller before it shut down? I forget those guys' names. What were those guys' names? Anyway, I was so sad that they shut down. I wonder what they did with all their stuff. They must have put that stuff up for auction.
And
anyway,
then
very,
they had
very
that
sad.
huge auction just a few years ago too, with all the Paramount stuff. That I bought the book for that because it was such a gorgeous book of just all the auction items that they had. They had the ships and costumes and you name it, props. They had it. And they cleared out the vault there, which is kind of a shame they didn't turn it into a museum. But some of the stuff I'm sure ended up in museums. But that auction was incredible. God, it's sad in some ways though too.
It is.
Yep. Oh,
hey there, S. Lee, what's up there? And Salty Traveling C, what's up, buddy?
If love of Globby is wrong, I don't want to be right, says Salty Traveling C.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You're too kind, and we appreciate you. Back at you, buddy.
That's it, Trexcetera Museum. That's it. Gwag, wasn't that a great museum? God, I still have my coffee cup, and I get really scared that it will get broken in the dishwasher. I also bought like 2 or 3 of their t-shirts. So I have the actual licensed Trexcetera with the Delta on it. I bought one in red, the classic Starfleet red for training with the classic Starfleet yellow from the TOS era, and I got a blue one too. Oh, blue one with white, United Federation. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I get nervous, Greg, even drinking coffee out of that mug because I'm so scared the dishwasher is gonna rub the label off, or although I think it's etched. Anyway, the Trexcetera Museum, Gwag, I miss it. I miss it, Gwag. And Wonky Man, thank you very much for being a gentleman and coming back and apologizing to Larry. You are forgiven. And I hope that you heard what we said, because we definitely just want to protect Clobby. We're not about censorship here or about telling what other people what to think, and we're definitely not exercising out what we think. We're just trying to protect Clobby's show, because we can't have that on his show. So thank you so much for doing that. That was very manly and cool. And Larry gifted you a membership. So not only are you forgiven, but Larry gave you a membership. Cool.
There you go. And yeah, welcome back. So, welcome back.
Yes, it was in Vulcan, Alberta, and then it moved to Drumheller. Greg, do you go to Vulcan, Alberta? You have to tell me if you ever go there. I'll drive down and come and visit.
So it's a pretty nice museum then?
Yeah, it was an incredible museum, but not, like I said, not like people think. And I can't believe Oliver Belamonte brought this up. I think it's so cool that Oliver brought that up. But yeah, it was like, you'd have to ask Greg. But I'm pretty sure it was a strip mall, and you just walked in, and they had like a space that would occupy like a restaurant or a comic book shop, and just lined it with the most beautiful tall glass cabinets and the like jewelry cabinets that are in front of you, and just filled that place to the brim with the most beautiful Star Trek props and costumes, and it was just so good.
There you go.
Larry, if you ever want to go to Vulcan, Alberta, and you want to go to Volcon, or you just want to go to the city, because it's not a city, it's a town, but the whole town is just it's a Star Trek town. If you ever want to go there, will you please tell me? Because I will meet you there, and I will take you to this amazing mom and pop shop there. They do this bacon sandwich, strip bacon, and they cook the bacon crispy, and the sandwich is like, I don't know. I can't even guess. Is it like 3 inches thick? It may be 6 inches thick, just stacked with bacon and cheese and tomato and lettuce and mayonnaise. It is so sinful, but so good. It's a definite thing you have to do in Vulcan, Alberta. But all of the streets are Starfleet. There's a giant Enterprise in the middle of town. There's an observatory. It has one of the original chairs from TOS. They have everything. They used to have like this long costume shop where you could buy everything, basically everything and anything from Star Trek. But I think that one closed down. But like it was big. So yeah, anyway.
Impressive stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. If any of you ever want to go to Vulcan, let me know. I will meet you there. I love Vulcan. I love
shown it on the show before. The statue, Enterprise, and
yeah.
On Google Earth, you can just walk around the town. I mean, it's not as good as being there, obviously, but
no.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And you can't get the bacon sandwich on Google.
DJ Ronnie G. What's up, DJ? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. But I do love Vulcan, and that was I think that's the best question you ever asked me, Oliver. That was a cool question, and thank you. I
There you
love
go.
that.
Well, we're about to
Well,
start.
no, I have to ask you guys first.
Yeah.
Bobby, if you won a lot of money and you had an opportunity to buy anything, a Star Trek at auction, like when it comes to costumes or props or whatever, what would you buy?
Well, I would want to buy the model of the original ship, of course.
Yeah.
Or like the big one, the shooting model of the ones for motion pictures. What I would really want.
Yeah.
Maybe we could raid the Smithsonian. They won't notice, right?
No, that stuff has to stay
They
there.
sold those, of course. Someone has that right now.
Yeah.
So that would probably be what I would want the most. The most, anyway. I mean, there are other things that are cool, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, buddy, that would be the one.
Imagine having an agonizer. Oh, God. And imagine having everything Hua Chang ever made. You know how insane that would be?
Yeah.
It would just be so much fun. Now I have to ask Mark. Mark, if you won the lottery and you had access to buy whatever props or costumes you could from Star Trek, what would be like your main item?
I'd have to have a tricorder, and I'd have to have the original tricorder.
Yeah.
That would be probably number one, and then number two would be the phaser, and three would be the communicator. So I had all those as kids, and I remember having the utility belt one that had like they were just really El Cheapo ones, but obviously didn't even quote unquote not work, but like didn't open or didn't do things, and it didn't matter. Like I wish I still had that. Those cheap like $5 utility belts, and of course a lot of shows had utility belts as toys that didn't make sense, other than like Batman and Star Trek made sense, but you'd get like Superman's utility belt as a toy. It's like, well, Superman doesn't need a utility belt.
Well, I'd like the doeskin belts from TOS. Imagine if you had the doeskin belts. Those are beautiful. Like I would love to have
those are
them.
beautiful, yeah.
Like think about all the costumes from the Mirror Universe.
Yeah, some costumes. If you had, I mean, everyone's joked with me for years. Like I always joked about having a movie theater shaped like the Enterprise bridge or something. The view screen would be the movie theater, and you have the seats, set up around the bridge. That would be like the ultimate, man cave add-on to the house. That would be fun. Or replica of the shuttle. If you could you can't own the original Galileo 7, but like build a replica of the Galileo 7 in the backyard. That would be wild.
Amazing, right?
That would be fun. If you had money, if I won that $1 billion lottery, it'd be like, here we go. Here I'm commissioning someone to build the Galileo 7 in the backyard, and it would be semi-functional, right? It would have lights and whatever, lights, and maybe if anyone tried to steal it, it would activate. It would electrocute the outer hull. Oh. Are you okay, Clever Tom?
Oh,
warn you.
No, I'm teasing you.
Well, it could not be
I'm
reached.
sorry,
But
I'm
further
just-
comment says a bridge set, full size. I would love to have the bridge. If I had the bridge, though, that would be the pinnacle for me. I've always wanted to have the bridge in my basement. In Canada, we have basements, and in Canada, our basements can be quite lush. And I mean that compared to the rest of the world. Some people even have 9, 10, and even 12-foot ceilings in their basements. And so if I had that, wow, I could just imagine walking downstairs into the basement, and there's Captain Kirk's chair. There's the captain's chair. I would die.
Wonky man, look, you guys don't start. Wonky man, don't start arguing with Larry. He's being nice, and you're saying he was not cowardly at all. Okay.
No.
Look, you're gone if you're gonna act that way. I know you remember, but that's just, just cut that out.
Yeah,
man.
it's not we're not talking about that stuff here. It's the clubhouse. So whatever your feelings are And that kind of stuff can nuke a channel too, so we can't talk about that stuff.
I explained that, but he just doesn't listen. I think Clubby's right. Like, if he keeps it up, we just need to dump him. And I don't want him insulting Larry and upsetting people either. He's being a jerk off.
They're timeout right now. That's just not going to have it.
Thanks, boss. And I love that Larry says, I want the entire enterprise full scale. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Imagine how incredible that would be. It would be so surreal.
Weren't they going to build that in Vegas?
Wouldn't that have been incredible?
They were talking about building that in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't happen, unfortunately, but that would have been cool. And I'm still waiting for the tricorder to come out from the Wand Company, but they haven't. Last update was August 23rd.
By the way, I wasn't teasing him. I go, I was actually coughing bad, and I didn't mute myself, so I'm sorry, by the way. Brother.
Okay, it's okay.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
I got to go into a mute before I'm about to do it again. Hang on.
That's okay, honey bun. Yeah, could not be reached for further comment. I would go back to Vegas. Is anyone going to the Vegas show this year?
I keep getting emails about it, and I asked if anyone was going last year, and it seemed like no one was.
No, that's why I didn't go last year. Nobody was going in, and I think I even said on air when I was talking with you and Clobby about it, I'm not going if no one else is going. Like, I want to go when all the clobberers go. Like, if a whole bunch of people from Saturday Night Star Trek go, then I'll go, but I'm not going to go otherwise. It's so expensive. Vegas isn't cheap like it was before.
Was it ever cheap?
Well, for us, it's cheap to fly to, but I don't know what how for you.
Here we go with the
alternate.
alternate.
Amelia Clark, you're out here too. You're gone.
Well, that's the same person. That person has multiple accounts. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like 4 different accounts.
Banned and comments removed. There you go. Is it the same person as Wonky Wonky Man?
It is, yeah. The scroll, the Wonky Wonky, and then the other one that has to do with Henry Kissinger. It's all the same person.
Dave, I was actually just in Orlando, of course, and I've been to MegaCon quite a few times. Well, not for a long time, no, but yeah. Yep. So.
Exactly, Dave. And yeah, DJ Ronnie G, the buffets used to be super cheap and the food was delicious, but now it's like super expensive for Canadians, right? Because before the Canadian dollar was trading more than American money, then it was trading on par, but now it's less than American money. And so when you go down there and it's like, $15, $20 for breakfast, and it's in USD, it's like, yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas is not as cheap as it used to be, but everything has gone up now too. So
yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah, but it's kind of sad because
if you win, it's cheap, right? Everyone wins in Vegas, right?
No,
I always talk to people like, how much money did you win? They're like, I won $200, but how much money did you put in? Oh, 1,000.
Yeah. Another thing I don't like is that the Star Trek convention has changed, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go and hang around with a bunch of people who want to wag their finger at me and say horrible things to me. And I also don't want to go with filth people. Like,
mostly filth there.
I know. This is what I'm saying. That's why when you were taking a break there for a second, boss, I was saying to Mark, that's why I didn't go last year. I checked with everyone in the chat. I'm like, are you going? And everybody went to Gary's thing, but nobody's going to the Las Vegas convention anymore because it's all filth people.
Yeah, no one went. Yeah, I asked. Like, I even asked my much better half. I said, "Do you mind if I go to Vegas for the Star Trek convention?" It's like, "No, go see everyone." Like, and then no one went. So, which is fine, but it's kind of sad in a way too. Yeah, yeah, and they banned Vic.
Are they the ones that banned Vic as well?
One of the I think
Vegas?
so. Yeah, or they canceled him. Yeah, he was attending and they canceled him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We'll have to do something else. I was asking Clobby if we should do it over in his neck of the woods, and he was saying that the cons in Louisiana are just too teeny tiny.
Yeah,
and
they're garbage here.
Yeah, and so we have to find something to do like in the new year. I'd like to get down to Louisiana in the new year and see Clobby, even if it's just for a weekend, But it sure would be nice if we could all hang out. because I love all you guys. And remember 3 years ago when everybody was like, let's do a ClobbyCon. Wouldn't it be great if we could organize a
one of these
ClobbyCon?
days? You never know. You never
We
know.
gotta do it.
Your beautiful card that you sent.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I special ordered those cards for my friends. So
beautiful card. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I love them. I just think that they're so beautiful.
Nice and metallic, and it's raised. Yeah, it's very nice printing. Yep. Very cool.
I thought you would like that. I thought everyone. I tried to get Star Trek ones, but I was talking about it on my. I don't remember if I was talking about it on Twitter or on my Patreon, but like the Star Trek cards that like they're $17 American each. I was like, I can't afford that.
Yikes! No kidding.
Dallas. Everybody wants to meet in Dallas. I've never been to Dallas.
It's okay. Dallas is all right.
That is one of the few places in the United States I've never been. Now I have the show's theme song in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Little Larry Hagman walks through the door with a whiskey.
Yeah, like he said, once you give up integrity, the rest is a piece of cake.
Dallas. How far away is Dallas from? Well,
I can do it. I could knock it out in 8 hours. So
yeah, because Clubby would have to drive it.
Oh yeah, I would drive everywhere. I'm not flying anywhere ever.
You're like John Madden.
Yes, I'm John Madden. I've flown. I just don't like it.
I know. You're not.
I don't really care about the flying part. Just I can't really. I'm not comfortable. I mean,
gotcha.
Literally comfortable in this crappy air.
I know. Seats. Too tiny. I know. Too tiny of a space
for me anyway.
I know.
Well, just only fly first class like me. Not yeah. I wish I flew first class one time. I used my points years ago actually to go to Vegas. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how nice it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's sitting in the first class. I mean, yeah, the service you get and the seats are big enough for me and everything.
Yep. Wow, wild. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do something. Clubby tour bus.
Yes.
Larry. Yeah, Larry and I will drive the tour bus around the United States. We'll just pick up everyone and we'll stop off in Baton Rouge and we'll honk the horn and everyone will come out.
There you
go. ClobbyCon!
There you go.
Well, you're sick and we've been going for 3 hours. I think it's time for you to go to bed. Folks, Clubby was away on vacation and he had to drive like an insane amount of time.
Just 11 hours.
He did not have time to get to the Star Trek early voyages for this week. We will pick up
next week, yes.
with that next week. So we will have another episode of Blake 7 next week, and we will pick up where we left off, where we will be discussing the May 1998 number 16 Star Trek early voyages, and Claudia will let us know what he thinks of it.
We will. Excuse me. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm a mess.
Nothing.
It's time for you to go to sleep, boss.
Everything is wrong with me right now.
Well, we need to get that bus from the end of Dumb and Dumber. I think maybe maybe we could get lucky and find someone who could help with those girls on the bus. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh my. Ending, yes. We could ask them, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Raquel, have you watched Dumb and Dumber? I'm guessing
no. Do you have any idea how many times people have tried to make me watch that crap?
Thanks could not be reached.
Claw my own eyes out.
It's hilarious. You'd love it. I tried.
Oh, agonize a peas.
I tried.
You love it, I'm telling you.
You know, I think I should just rover you, and then you could just wake up on a beach.
It truly is one of the greatest comedies ever. Ask anybody.
Yeah, you need to be rovered.
It is probably one of the better, greatest movies of all time.
I know it's only for guys.
Star Trek.
If you say so, guys.
Thank you, RTNZ. I'm somewhere. I don't know where I am right now.
Club Atomic. RRTN said that's great. Daisy, pull over.
I like it.
No, it's
Oh,
a
look.
cardigan, but thanks for
look.
noticing.
look.
Yeah, killer
look.
boots, man.
Good look at a lot. So
Oh, you taking
Yeah,
off,
that's a great
Oliver?
quote. Yeah.
Good night, Oliver. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining
Oliver.
us, and thank you for your wonderful conversation starter. That was great fun. I got to see what everyone thought in the chat and what they would do with the money, and that was just such a clever question, and I just enjoyed it so much. Thank you so
Oliver.
much. Good
Thank
night,
you, Oliver. Didn't Glag?
I like you a lot.
A lot.
Head desk, head desk, head desk.
That's great.
We landed on the moon!
Oh crap! There he is, small time Republic. Hey there, good to see you.
One more.
Wagnar's never seen.
Oh, sorry.
More like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
It's one of the greatest lines in movie history.
You're telling me there's a chance.
And Raquel's like, who are these people I'm talking to?
Oh, now you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? That's one of the great scenes. That's my favorite stupid ass scene that I like.
Rovered.
I have that. I think I have.
Oh no! What about what they do? This is the
Here we go.
The parakeet. You got it.
So, yeah, because we did this on Toxic Tuesday, so I clipped the whole damn movie basically.
Oh crap! We'll get in trouble.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Guys!
Oh,
that person needs to be knocked out. Dave, see, you're a limo driver?
Yep.
Imagine Dave.
He's quoting the movie. He's quoting the movie. It's okay. I'm a limo driver.
Oh my god!
Like you like that's important. Like being like, it's okay. I'm a cop or something. Like, okay, I'm a limo driver.
And
Guys,
Sean Curtis saying
hey,
somebody drank urine. Gross.
This is the same as Three Stooges. Only guys like it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I kind of like. I don't know. I come in and out of liking the Three Stooges.
Oh, that's cool. It makes you a rare woman to even tolerate them. Only all women hate the Three Stooges and think they're not funny. It's like
I used to watch the Three Stooges when I was quite young, when it came on before the Little Rascals, and then usually in the afternoon they would play a Jerry Lewis movie. You know, so like, I don't know if I would have watched it on purpose, but it was on, and I had peasant vision because I had as you guys know, quite an impecunious childhood, to say the least. So, yeah, if it came in on the rabbit ears, that's what we were watching. Oh, Emperor's an M!
Emperor's an M. Hey. Universe, Three Stooges, universe, no women in sight. Yeah. So it's true, though. Women hate there's some things that, like Fiona was talking about that the other night. She was here, remember? She was, women hate it no matter what.
Yeah, because when I was watching this movie and I'm dying of laughing, I'm just dying. And we watched it with my wife and another couple, and I'm just can't stop laughing. You know, like Clobber, that we were just laughing, and I'm like, I'm just going nuts. And they're both the wives are like,
no,
this is crap. Like they can't, and they're not getting the humor, and we're dying. I mean, like this.
Someplace warm. A place where the beer flows like wine. Where beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano.
Yep, it's this movie, and of course, it's also Beavis and Butthead. Only guys love it. Beavis and Butthead is just genius. It's the greatest thing. They had an episode. They brought back the Beavis and Butthead last year, and there was an episode. I'm afraid to watch the rest of them because I was going to go to the hospital. I'm laughing. One of them was making me laugh so much. I'm talking about it hurt, and I was like, I was scared for my life because I couldn't stop.
You could stop laughing.
I mean, I'm talking about painful laughter. It was so killing me.
Oh no.
Oh, it was like, man, I'm afraid to watch another episode. Tom and I were talking about that. Like, this is the stupidest, funniest thing I've ever seen.
Why are you going to the airport? Flying somewhere?
How'd you guess?
I saw your luggage.
Flying somewhere.
That person doesn't seem like he's very bright.
You think he's dumb or dumber?
I think he's annoying.
Yes, of course he is. He's always a total scumbag. They're both Remember they had, you see the interviews with them, and they're talking about which one of them is dumb and which of them is dumber.
What a quandary.
All we gotta do is show a little class, a little sophistication, and we're in like a dirty shirt.
Yeah, that's no problem, Lloyd. We can be classy and sophistical. Look at the fun bags on that hose hound.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, dude.
I thought that was an innocent one.
Oh, let's see. Steven says, and how you feel, dumber? He said the movies. I can't stand the movie Zoolander. I can't get into that one either.
I hate all of those.
Dude, where's
movies.
my car? I'm not watching that one either.
I would never watch that.
See, I'm with you on those, Steven. I don't like a lot of those silly lowbrow comedies. This is different because the characters are idiots, but it's clever. I mean, there's difference when it's just a bunch of dude, where's my car crap. Beavis and Butthead are, because Mike Judge is brilliant, and Beavis and Butthead are hilarious commentary on they're so over the top stupid. They're funny. Three Stooges are the same way. Those guys were very clever, crafty comedians, and it was funny for the sight gags and the physical humor. And so, of course, remember, Idiocracy is an underrated movie, in my opinion. That movie is terrifying.
Yeah.
But what, you seen Idiocracy at least? Have you seen Idiocracy?
Oh yes, Idiocracy. I have,
and it's
watched.
Underrated. I think it's just because it's like it's scary because it's probably going to happen.
It's quite scary because it's become a guide for how to run society.
Oh man, it's like, man, are we really heading down that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fun bags.
Make Idiocracy fiction again.
They had an episode of Beavis and Butthead to do one of those.
Gwagnar. I have to put this on the marquee because this is great.
Idiocracy is a documentary. Yeah, it's sad.
Love you, Gwag.
5 greatest American comedies of all time are, TNG says, are, let's see, Blazing Saddles. So this is great. Airplane, and I'm with you. I like Dodgeball a lot. I don't know if I put it that high. I can't watch Tropic Thunder because it's got Tom Cruise. And I do love Something About Mary, which is by the same guys who made Dumb and Dumber, right? The Farrelly brothers.
I'd put the producers up in there.
Producers, up there. I would put Duck Soup.
Original producers, yeah.
A couple of Marx Brothers movies count, like Duck Soup and I don't know, man.
Amigos.
Dumb and Dumber's on my list.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Come on.
Would you consider Ghostbusters a comedy?
Yeah, it's a hybrid, so I don't know, but it's funny as hell. But it's also it's very difficult to define. But yeah, if you want to go there with it, and also don't forget Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I mean,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Roxanne.
I don't watch that with me and my family anymore because we made them watch it every year.
What's that? Planes, Trains, and
Automobiles. Yeah,
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a Thanksgiving movie, but you can watch it at Christmas.
Those aren't pillows.
Yeah.
Those are. I thought those bears are going all the way this year. And the scene, that I won't quote, at the car rental.
Yeah, car rental.
Right.
I want my bleeping
wiping that roasting.
Larry says dark comedy is Dr. Strangelove and
right.
Heather.
Yeah. Heather's is brutal but good. Yeah. MASH, the original MASH film. Of course, I love the TV show as well. MASH is a black comedy. The movie. I love the movie. Great movie. And it's so different from the TV show.
Yep.
We talked about.
Well, here's one more clip for Cal. This will win you over. This one.
According to the map, we've only gone about 4 inches. I don't think we have enough gas money. Relax.
We've only gone 4 inches. We can't stop laughing. Raquel's like, "What the WTF? This is so stupid."
Well, that episode of Beavis and Butthead that I tell you about that almost killed me. He tried to murder me with this episode. because of this new Beavis and Butthead series, they got transplanted from 1998 up forward into 2022. So they don't know. I mean, they're already even stupider. They go into a mall, and there's this kiosk there with one guy showing this guy one, this virtual reality games where you put the glasses on and shit, and you play virtual reality games. And they watched it and thought it would really look cool. So they're standing, happened to him sitting next to a sunglasses kiosk. And so they put him on thinking they're playing a game. They're walking around. Whoa, it's like we're in the mall or something. They were in the mall already. They think it's a game. They actually, because that guy had things that looked like sunglasses. They're walking. And this game sucks. Nothing's happening. They're playing virtual reality. And I'm laughing already, right? Then they walk outside. Oh, man. I think if I talk about it, it won't be too dangerous. But if I were watching it again, I could be in trouble because they're finally saying, well, how do you, they said, we should start the game up. Yeah. Let's reset. Let's not reset. So they said, well, there's no switch on this thing. This game sucks. So I guess so they decide they better get killed so they can start over again. So they walk out of the traffic. They're going to get hit by cars. They're going to think this again. End up in the hospital because they were hit by cars. I'm going to cry and laugh. It's so stupid. The episode's called Virtual Stupidity. Holy shit.
That's hysterical. I haven't watched it yet.
I love hearing you laugh.
I get up and it's kind of killing me. He's like, oh shit, no. It's just yeah. Well, Animal House is a great one. Absolutely is just, and so is Revenge of the Nerds, right?
Blues Brothers. The Sure Thing is one of my favorite all-time comedies.
Oh yes, you do like that one, and you like John.
That's
Nutsack.
great. Well, I mean, I love his performance.
Yeah, he's good. No, nice. Okay, I'm just kidding. I just call him John Nutsack because he's cool.
Yeah. Maybe one day an emergency will pop up, right? Yeah, I love that line where my dad. They're stuck out in the rain, and of course, before cell phones, she's like, "I have a credit card, but my dad said we can only use it in case of emergency." Cusack's like, "Well, maybe one will turn up," and they're like stuck out. And, you got to watch it, but it's definitely underrated.
Stripes is a
comedy.
Stripes is a great comedy as well. I love Stripes. Holy Grail, yeah, great one.
Stripes is a good one.
Yeah, I love Stripes.
Yeah, it's tough to narrow it down. Yeah.
No, it is tough. Young
But it's
Frankenstein.
fun to try. That's why it's good that RRTNZ brought it up, because it's fun to try.
Yep, Young Frankenstein is a great one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, let us begin. Let us begin to.
I derailed everyone there. Sorry.
It's okay. Right. It was most enjoyable, but it is a school night. Otherwise, I would stay.
All right, number one. Will please give us some final words.
Well, thank you so much, Captain.
Hey, Brian. Wait a minute, Brian's here. You like Brian? Brian Benjamin better than Stripes? Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Damn it, Brian. I'm teasing. I mean, I don't agree with him, but I'm just teasing him. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so I just want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you so much for everything tonight. We had such great conversations, and it's all because of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. I want to thank all of the lurkers. You guys are terrific. Thank you for being a part of CLOBBERIN Times and helping to push Clobby along. We love taking care of this virtual comic book shop headed by the grand poobah of all of geekdom. I want to thank everyone who gave Clobby gifts. Thank you for helping to build this community, to build this channel, and to build all of these friendships. You the best. If you haven't yet, membership has its privileges. Please feel free to join in and grab a membership here. It is tons of fun. We have wacky emojis, and you will be able to hang out with the boss one-on-one when he does his member streams. If you're not ready for that yet, but you had a good time here tonight, please go ahead and clobber the like button. Don't forget to hit the sub button and hit the bell as well. I want to shout out to the Wrenches. Thank you so much for doing such a wonderful job tonight, helping us to run everything. I want to give a special shout out to Chris Persia for all the extra things he does all over his social media for us. Larry is everywhere all the time, talking about independent creators, talking about my books, talking about CLOBBERIN Times, talking about just all the friendships we have and how much he enjoys hanging out with us. Larry, you are salt of the earth. I love you so much. Thank you for everything tonight. You are a prince and a total gentleman. I want to thank Jilly Jill for using her space on YouTube to talk about Clobbering Times and to drive traffic here. So thank you, Jilly. You're the best, sweetheart. We love you. I also want to thank my friend Crease, who is out on the socials right now trying to boost Clobby's channel. Crease, you're always doing that. I just love you, sweetheart. Thank you. And I also want to thank Retro Dicky. I forget what Retro Dicky's new handle is.
Dr.
On
Mew, I think.
Is it Dr. Mew? He is a sweetheart, a friend of ours who is always out there telling people what a great channel Clobby has here and how much fun he has. And he's always promoting everything we do on all of his social media. So I just want to give a special shout out to those folks because they're just above and beyond. Do you like classic episodic science fiction? Well, you can buy my classic episodic science fiction at Barnes & Noble or Amazon. It's the good stuff. It's the stuff it's the stuff people crave, although it's not brown dough. I also want to thank all of my Patreon subs, my patrons. Thank you for backing my new book and for making my personal appearances and book signings and sales possible. I can't do it without your backing. It's super cool. It's very 18th, 19th century of you. And I just love you all so much for doing this for me, getting my work out there. Corporations are not interested in classic episodic science fiction right now. They're looking for really, really political stuff. They're looking for very specific things about the author. It's become a quite mad. So thank you so much for getting my work out there. Larry and Tony Stark, Sean Carter, Shooter, Gwagnar, Dave, Chris Persia, Scuba and Leslie Pete, Eric Kane, his trusty dusty dog Kirby, Enigmatic Dropper, Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with a C and his beautiful family, Anti-Derivative Jill, Jilly Jill, Maximum Redstone, JT Cook, Dabman and the Dabman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, and of course Lance, Rob Altes, Tyler, and I want to thank Pop Culture Republic for following me. I can't get the word out there without all of you, and I love you and appreciate you more than I can ever possibly convey with words. Thank you so much, everyone. Do you have a killer cornucopia? That's what I'm going to call it, as Mark puts it up in the chat. It makes a great Christmas gift for someone who you love, who loves Star Trek, the original series. Don't forget to follow Mark on Twitter and also on YouTube. He is our friend in real life. He's a sweetheart of a man. He's super funny and talented and just cool to hang around with. And he has lots of projects on the go. So don't forget to support Mark. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank Clobby. Clobby, I love you so much. I'm sending smooches for your whole face. I hope you feel better. And thank you for creating this space for us. We have such a great time with you. Thank you for building all of these friendships and all these bridges and helping all of these people to meet. There's no possible way this would have happened without you, your expertise, and your Southern gentleman, your Southern charm. You are a gentleman among gentlemen, and I love you very much. And that's it for me, folks. Good night.
Good night, Raquel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Mark?
Yeah, so of course Raquel.
Hey, Dad Man, by the way. Let's say hello, Dad Man.
Yep, hail to Dad Man.
Hey, Dad Man.
Go buy Raquel's book for Christmas. Put the link in for Patreon, and let's put that Amazon store in too. You can buy her, and they're not expensive.
Dad Man, Sorry.
Excuse me, I had to hit the cough button.
Now we're all getting it.
We're all getting it now. We're all getting it.
Catching it from
It goes over the interwebs. Yep. Sorry, just had to take a drink there. But I'll make it short. So yeah, check out my channel on Sunday night.
Do it.
Sunday Night Geekery. Do it.
Do it.
And there's the Doomsday Machine link. So let's get out of here. But
hey,
everyone,
did you know you can buy that? Do you know that you can give that to people for Christmas? Do you know like a Star Trek nerd?
I might have to make an ornament version of it too.
This is for a Star Trek nerd that has everything Star Trek. You need to get a hold of Mark and give the nerd you love or the geek you love the ultimate gift, the ultimate Star Trek gift for 2023. Mark.
Thank you. Yep. And I got to do an ornament version, I think, soon too. Try to
Hey, we love you
that on
too,
the shop.
Demon Clan.
Yep. And there's where you can buy the UFO book. I think it might still be on sale. So go check that out too if you want to get that for Christmas. Let's see. Yep. I think they have, let's see if it's still, I shall check, but that was quite the deal on those books. So and the shipping was free to the States. So which
Beauty.
is amazing. Yep. It's still on sale. Still on sale. So you can get that set for 48 pounds. So translate that to dollars. So about $80, I think. Yep. So $40 a book. Not bad. The free shipping.
I like it when you use your Connecticut speak. Schmackrolls, I think you call them.
Smackrolls. Yeah, I like calling it smackrolls. Yep.
I love
That's from
it
the
when
Winnie
you
the
say
Pooh. That's Winnie the Pooh, smackrolls.
Is it? Okay, well, that's
Yep.
super cute. So don't say money, say smackrolls.
Yeah, smackrolls. Yep.
By the way, RRTNZ, I saw that picture you put, but that's the Jar Jar Abrams filth enterprise from the movie. So, but I did see your picture there, so you know I saw it. But since I hate that filth infested movie in that particular ship, nevertheless, you got to bargain on one you like, then that's cool. So just letting them know because I saw he just put that on Twitter, a picture on Twitter.
On Twitter, on the Twitter, or?
It's a Hot Wheels of the Jar Jar Abrams ship shitty prize.
Yeah, they did a bunch of those Hot Wheels ships. I think I have a few of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Dave. I think it in dollars. I think it let's see.
It was $3 or something. You said.
Yeah. But the book, the bundle together, it gets converted to U.S. dollars from pounds or whatever. So.
Oh, that. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So how much should it? Let me see how much it costs. Let's see. View order. I can view my order and let you know exactly how much it cost. It was $71.47 to get here. Yep, with a discount. Yep. So even less. Yep. So like $35 there. So yeah, quite a deal for those two books. Especially they're limited. I mean they didn't print a gazillion of those. I'm sure. So yep. DJ has two Simon.
DJ, I like that. I have two Simon Pigg action figures in my bathroom where filth belongs. Make sure you flush them. That's
Johnny G.
That's an Apple
You are
store.
my hero.
Yeah, you rock.
Seriously,
the bridge and brewery, and then an Apple store, bridge, and a brewery in the engineering. I hate that shit. I hate everything, especially the interior.
Well, the cells were the worst too. The
cells
front was pretty much a copy, but they had to make it different. So
the details were terrible. Yeah. But anyway, if you were looking for it cheap, there you go. It's the Hot Wheels of it. So RR got one.
Is that new or old? There.
That's been a while.
It's been a while, right? Those Hot Wheels. Yeah.
That's really old.
Right? Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or something. Yeah.
Yeah, more than that. 2009, dude. Anyway, where were we? All right, so all right, everyone. Well, I want to thank everybody, Mark, and number one, of course, for being here with us tonight, and all of you for being here. Let me quick show notes. Bop. Tomorrow, I'll be at J-Man's channel for continue our Fourth World reviews. J-Man and Sean, looking forward to that. Great time. It's 7 Eastern, and of course, I'll be hanging out with Nick Weiser and the gang. I think he said 9, didn't he? 9 p.m. And we're for the comic shop talk. I'm about to change the timing on that thing. And reviewing the FF Speaks saga with Andy Masterson joining us, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Then there's Saturday Night Star Trek.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, indeed. It is the season 3 wrap party. Wrap party. With only 2 episodes to review, and then we'll, of course, have a little overview of the entire season. Yay, us. There will be spreadsheets, right?
Oh, there will be always spreadsheets. Yep.
Then
low grades, maybe, but
then the Sunday night geekery.
Greg wants to know if we're going to have enough time to cover the worst episodes.
Is the Larry says well, I don't have it. But Sean, who reviews with us, does have that book, and he says yes, it's got everything in there. Larry, I mean, I don't know what he paid for it. I don't know if you can catch it cheap somewhere. It's omnibus is so expensive. I only get an omnibus when I can get one dirt cheap. They recolor a few things from the original comics, what kind of annoy us. But other than that, it's got it all. And it is, if you could catch a good deal on it, at least, unless you don't care about the price. But if you can catch a good deal on it, I'd say definitely worth it. I'd love to have it. However, I have the story in other ways anyway. Parker, thank you for being here. Thanks for popping. Good to see you, Parker. Absolutely. And then the Geekery Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, of course, and maybe some eatery as well. And then Monday, I'll be back at Legion headquarters on J-Man's channel for 6 Central, 7 Eastern for that, reviewing more Legion comics. And then Monday night, Mark C. Comics Talk, starting in, I'll do an open one in January for the first week. And then we're going to have some topics up to that in the following weeks. And so there you have it. Shout out our great wrenches, of course. Eric K, Chris Persia, D. Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, the Lady Thoth, J-Man, Maddie's Daddy, Kal-El, Fatty Outsidey, Hungry Boy, Maximum Redstone. All right, let's see. A quick shout out to all of you fantastic friends who are here. Number one, did you need to run or do you want to hang? I know it's late.
I have to jet because it's a school night, but
That's
I will
right.
see you all on Saturday night.
That's okay.
Good night,
Love
everyone.
you.
My love to you all. Good night, Clobby. Good night, Mark.
Love you. Be
Good
good.
night.
We're just going to shout out everybody else and then get out of here.
Yep.
So thank you all for being here with us tonight. Larry, thank you, buddy. Max, thank you, bud. Gwagnar, all right, man. Don Ranger Power. Parker Luck, thank you for popping in. Stephen Kal-El, buddy. Could not be reached for further comment. Thank you. DJ Ronnie J. Dave C. Dadman and the Dadman Clan. RRTNZ. Thank you, buddy. Always great to see you there. Let's see. I've got a bunch of them. I got to scroll quite a bit. But Sean Carter from Mars was here tonight. Good to see you back, buddy. Empress NM, good to see you. Brian Hepburn. Oliver Belamonte, Small Time Republic. Wait to get some more. I'm going to have to vamp somehow.
Yep. You can play some of those Dumb and Dumber clips over and over.
That would work. But then it wouldn't work. Sort of wouldn't work. To shout people out. Captain Infinity and Beyond. S. Lee was here as well. Salty Traveling Sea, my friend. Fiona, the lovely Princess Fiona, Adrian James, Dave G. Sound, Professor R2. Oh, right. Critcho. I'm not sure you say it. Critcho. Sorry. Some of them saying it right. Sorry if I'm not. We already got Oliver. Let me see. Blunt Philly Reviews. Always thank you for stopping in, Blunt Philly. Shooter popped in. All right, Shooter. Michael Beacom. Shout out to Cassandra. Oh, Scuba Pete was here too. Shout out to Scuba Pete and Leslie. That's right. Yeah. Ravenscroft. All right. Ace Cast Iron, brother. Always good to see you, man. I'm so glad you popped in tonight, buddy. I miss you, man. Miss you big time. Mazarus popped in. Yay, Mazarus. Did I get Don Ranger Power? I think I did. But
no, you did.
No, I did for sure. Okay, now it's time. We're gonna play the betting game in a minute.
Yep.
Oh, the Lost Souls trilogy. Hey, welcome. J.J. Kirk, Cali Comics, let's see. All right. Oh, Lemon Pie stopped by. Did I get I got Stephen Callell. Of course I did. I get him with the shout outs. Woke Breaker stopped in.
A lot of people here tonight.
Yeah, the Woke Breaker popped in. Fantastic. Your Muslim uncle popped in, I believe, right? Okay. Yeah, there he is right there.
Yes, he did.
Your Muslim uncle.
Yep.
Penny was here. Hey, Penny, for your thoughts. Okay. Now it's time to start playing the guessing game. I already got Brian Hepburn probably, and Claude Solling as always. Claude, thank you. Now it is about to be guessing time. Okay. I'm going to say that if I announce 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser was here. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
And let's not FKH, my good friend, Fairfax was here first. Now that I've named those two boldly, I'm going to boldly say that I've got everybody. What do you say?
I'm going to say no. I'm not sure if I remember everyone, but you said Dadman, right?
I did. Well, we're both. You said no, you win. Jeff Morris, and Ted Millich, old friend. Haven't seen either one of those. In a dog's age. Good to see you, fellers. Thank you so much for being here. Okay,
and
also
Lee is S Lee. Is that Stanley?
I said S Lee. I already said S Lee though. LDG Free the Net not only became a member, but gifted 20 memberships. So thank you once again, LDG, and for that. You are too kind. I don't know what to say, but I do appreciate you. Let's see. Now I'm going to say that's it. That I have got them all. What do you have an opinion on the matter?
There's so many people you named. I can't even remember them all. If you missed
I would have lost again.
You did say
Ezra Goldstein. Shalom.
There we go. Yeah, shalom. Yep.
Because I'm going backwards. Remember. So
yeah, going backwards. Yep.
Sci-Fi Mombi. All right. No, I'm not saying that name because that person was being an arse. Wait, a couple people being arse.
You said Brogu. You said Brogu, right?
Brogu. I didn't get Brogu. Brogu from my old hometown. I did see that, but Markel was talking at the time when he popped in.
Yep.
Brogu, good to see you. Thank you for that, by the way. Because I want to. Keely Chow rolled that tide. So now back to FK, and I got FK, so we did it. It is done.
It's done. Yeah. If we missed anyone, it's not on purpose, obviously.
Yeah. Good night, Esley. Thank you for being here. So, Parker said, "Hey, Clobby, I'm wanting to ask you, are you ever wanting to review the original Twilight Zone series? I'd like to do that sometime. I love the show, but I don't know whenever I might have time. We might do it down the road one day, Parker.
It's on the list, right?
It's on. I mean, I love it. There's so many shows to do in so little time, but yes, it's up there. I love the show. It's a great show, man. And we've talked about it before. And Mark even did a watch party on one. Oh, we'll have to do your favorite Christmas one again.
Yeah, we did the Christmas one. Yeah.
I think for our Christmas Clubhouse show, we're going to each pick one Christmas show that we like to review. And I know you might want to pick that one, huh? Or whatever you want to pick, yeah.
Night of the Meek, yep.
You remember Tegan and Adric? What about Nissa and Turlo? Yes, I do. Max, why do you ask? If you're asking me. All right, Don, be good. Be good, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And have a wonderful Have a great weekend, and I'll see you this weekend, I hope. Good night, everybody.
I just love clobbering time.